Hello everyone, I believe we are live. Hello from Animal Kingdom Lodge, right here on Walt Disney World property. I'm going to try and adjust this camera for you just so I can get a little more level. Make sure it looks right just for all of you. I think that looks pretty good. Let's just adjust. It needs to go that way just a tad. All right, there we go. Jumbo, everyone, and welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are here live on Walt Disney World property. It is currently about 3:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday, and about 24 hours from now, we're supposed to have the eye come across Orlando. We're already seeing some of the effects of Hurricane Ian, and since all the Disney parks, all the Universal parks are closed today, I thought I would take you to some of the resorts because people are here. Disney can't just tell everyone to go home. The airports are closed. The airport here in Orlando closed at 10:30 a.m. this morning and is not scheduled to reopen until Friday at 10:30 a.m. And a lot of these times are tentative, so we're not even sure if Disney, Universal, the airport, and other parks are going to reopen on Friday. I think it really depends on the damage and what happens with this storm. As you can see, it's very unpredictable. We were so worried about Tampa, and now it's just making landfall in the Fort Myers area. So thoughts, prayers, and positive vibes to everyone along the western coast and across Florida. This thing is literally having an effect on both sides of Florida, whether it's the Gulf or the East Coast on the Atlantic side, as it makes its way up the state. And hopefully fades really quick, loses power, dies out, goes back out to sea, whatever the case may be. The minimal damage, hopefully no serious injuries or anything like that. So my thoughts, prayers, and positive vibes with all of you here in the state of Florida and everyone, and anywhere else this may go, the people of Cuba. With all that being said, I would like to keep the stream a little bit positive and show you some of the magic that happens at Disney while we're here. Like you can see some of the wind effects. Again, this is all the way down in Fort Myers, the eye, just to give you some perspective. That's about 3 hours from where I'm standing right now. That's also over on the West Coast, and we are pretty much right in the heart of Central Florida in the middle of the state. But you could see the wind already taking effect, and the rain started this morning. It comes on and off in different forms of how heavy it's raining. Today shouldn't be too bad here. They are recommending everyone stay in, stay hunkered down, because you do see a lot of these palms and limbs all over the place. On the drive up to Animal Kingdom Lodge today, there was a lot of palms and debris in the road already just from some of those early gusts. And this is just the beginning. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be the big one. So parks are supposed to reopen on Friday. We will see what happens. Disney has already suspended park reservations for Friday, which means if you were trying to go into the parks, you cannot make a reservation right now. I had one, so I wonder if it's still there, but we'll see. If they do let me back into the parks, I will go live Friday from the parks to show you what's going on. But again, we're going to try and keep this one positive and bring you some of the Disney magic through this pretty scary and awful event. But what can you do? It's Mother Nature, right? Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of the most beautiful resorts here on Disney property. It's located right by Animal Kingdom. Makes sense, right? It consists of two different properties, the Jambo House and Kidani Village. We are going to go in the entrance of the Jambo House. So since everyone is kind of stuck inside at their resort, Disney tries to make the atmosphere fun. So there should be some music playing. We might see some characters. We might see different activities, crafts, and whatnot going on. But I want you to see all of that because it's a very unique thing that's going on here. You can't plan to come to Disney during a big hurricane that is occurring. If you could do me the big favor as well, and if you want others to see this video of this hurricane coverage, but also, again, we're going to try and keep it positive, please hit that like button. And if you're brand new here, please consider subscribing. I would be so happy to have you here in our community. So yeah, everyone's kind of out and about. I guess it's better than being cramped and up in your room. Oh yeah. So we got the Disney recreation team. That's the white shirts and red shorts. They got their little recreation box with the speakers. Yeah. We'll also give you a little resort tour as well if you've never been here, besides the coverage of the hurricane. Right here on the main floor in the lobby, you have this beautiful lookout onto the reserve, and from what I hear, there are certain animals that can kind of weather the storm. They don't have to be locked up. They might be outside. Some are put away in their safe places. Disney takes very good care of their animals because Disney was heavily critiqued when they wanted to open Animal Kingdom and the Animal Kingdom Lodge. So they brought in all these experts. Jane Goodall was a part of it, all these animal rights people. And so they made sure everyone was okay, that the animals came first. It's raining, but let's see if we can chance it real quick how hard it's raining. It's not that bad right now. But let's just take a quick peek and see if we can spot any animals out here while we're in the middle of a slight drizzle. I'm also going to take some time to catch up with the chat in a little bit. So if you guys have any questions, comments, want to just say hi, want to shout out, if you're a new subscriber, if you're new to the channel, say hi and we'll catch up. But look at this, here we go. We got some animals right out here just enjoying a little afternoon shower. It looks like we got some, what do we got over there? Wildebeest. We got some Harmon Mountain zebra. It looks like some zebras. Some antelope perhaps. But they're just enjoying this little shower. And again, Disney does put the animals first. You can only imagine the headaches Disney would get if they did mistreat their animals. This is a gorgeous resort. If you ever have the opportunity to stay here, I would. I've never stayed here. I stayed and come and visited friends who are staying here. A little out of my price range, but yeah, you got nice views from your balconies here. Oh, here comes some rain. Let's hide behind this rock structure. Oh boy, okay. We're literally roughing it. We found a rock. Quick, light the fire pit. I don't want to get the phone and gimbal too wet either, but wanted to show you outside while we only had a drizzle. Here's a better view of those animals, if you can kind of make them out through the trees. So it looks like we got some water bucks, some zebra, some roan antelope. These guys just sitting down. They're like, what's this, a little bit of weather? It's probably weirder for the animals because Disney doesn't close, as we all know. They're open 365 days a year. So not having a bunch of human beings walking around, pointing, taking pictures must be a little strange to them. Like, guys, is something going on? Should we be worried? Again, say hi in the chat. I'm going to catch up in the chat a little bit once I'm indoors. Uh-oh, I got another little bit of rush of wind coming. All right. Let's zoom back out. Let's head for indoors where it's safe and we can get dry. Woo! They do have these two cool little hangout areas on the left and the right as well. Let's just hop up here and take a little view from up here. Great to see. Hi. Great to see so many of you. I see we have about 200 people watching right now so far. Thank you so much. If you could do me the big favor of please hitting that like button, it really does help. And consider subscribing. I would be honored. That's why I'm here in this hurricane, to entertain. So here's a cool little viewing area. Normally they do have some rocking chairs and furniture out here, but with the hurricane, that has all gone inside. Fire pit's beautiful at night. And this is probably the view I should have shown you from up here first instead of walking around in the rain. Pretty wild stuff. Lounges here on property because they used to take tables in Wonderland. Sadly, that program is no more. But this was a great spot on a quiet day. It is quite busy right now. To come and get some work done. I used to set up the laptop and work from here every once in a while. Just on a, you can't ask for a better atmosphere. But yeah, it is bumping today. And that is because all the parks are closed. If you have not heard, all Disney parks and Universal parks are closed. for today and tomorrow, and Friday might be a possibility. I think it's kind of a wait and see situation, but Disney has suspended reservations at this point, so you cannot make park reservations for Friday as well. Here at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you have lots of dining options. Boma is fantastic. Jiko's amazing. Sanaa is everyone's favorite. That is the very well known for its bread service, and it is fantastic. It totally lives up to the hype. And then the Mara. As I said earlier in the video, we are at the Jambo House. There are two different structures or buildings or little communities, whatever you want to call them. I forget the main shops. You can get your Disney gear, your sweatshirts, just as well as some things you may have forgotten for your trip. A couple of toiletries and sundries. So if you want to grab your sodas, there's a couple of frozen foods. You can always throw these in the microwave, as well as your ice cream, some dried goods. Anything you need. We may go to a few different resorts. We'll see what happens. I don't know about today, but we'll see what the weather's like tomorrow or later on. I'm lucky enough to have friends in multiple resorts here on property. But, you know, I want to keep myself safe, and I also don't want to impede on any, of the operations that are taking place during this hurricane watch. Like I said, today should just be a little bit of wind and rain. Tomorrow's the real big one. So I was talking about the two different areas. Right now we're at Jambo. Kidani Village is over here. Separate lobbies. So right now we are down in this main part of the Jambo. Kidani we might drive to later on in the stream, and we'll check out the Kidani area, the lobby there. But I want to show you everything I can here. And again, we'll try to take advantage of this rare occasion where parks are closed and the resorts are open. All right, that is locked. And as you can see, the pool is closed. We'll get you a better view. If you are here in Florida, I hope you are prepared, you are safe. And if you're not, thank you so much for all the messages. I've gotten a ton of messages, and I know my other friends here in Florida have gotten a lot of messages from around the country, sending well wishes, and that means a lot. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I reached out to all my friends. I have friends in Tampa, Bradenton, Land O'Lakes, Wesley Chapel, kind of everyone along the western coast. And a lot of you know Mandy. Thankfully, Mandy is here because where she resides is along the west coast as well, but she is here and she is safe, and we might see her later. I love these fake torches too. So cool.
Okay, I'll just double check with her. My team and ask me. I'm handling our ride out, so I haven't been looked yet.
Let's keep heading up. Great Scott, how are you? Says, how do you like it? It's my favorite resort. I think this place is gorgeous. We've done a few tours and hangouts here. And yeah, if you got to go through a hurricane, this is a great spot. I mean, it's very unfortunate, right? If you're here on vacation, you obviously want to be in the parks, having a great time with your family. But in this unique situation, this is kind of a memory that will last a lifetime. It is not very often, if we exclude the pandemic, that Disney parks close. So this could be a cool family memory as well. You got to look at the glass half full. all around the resort as well. They have these super cool art pieces. I like the little things, the little details. The balconies are closed, but let's see if we can see anything from over here. We're gonna head downstairs and see what else we could find in a little bit. But here's your view of the pool area, as well as this is the quick service restaurant and the fitness center, which is right off the pool. It's the main pool. There's a cool pool bar just on the other side of those trees right over there. And there's more animal viewing on that side as well. We will also eventually sit down, hang out, talk a little bit. I know there's a lot of questions and there's a lot of great comments, and I will catch up with all of you. So thank you for saying hi. Thank you for talking in the comments. I'm gonna get to everybody in just a little bit. We just started this stream around 15 minutes ago, so we are just getting started. The stairwell that's next to this grand window, this big window, is we were down there below. So to give you some perspective, we were down there just a few minutes ago. This staircase runs all the way up. Again, some really cool art. The Maasai Bridge. So this is fun because the giraffe that we have here at Disney property are Maasai giraffes. So there you go. If you've ever gone on the Kilimanjaro Safari, you may have heard your guide say these are the Maasai giraffe. The top floor is club level. You can see there's some seating over there. It looks like they're watching, I think, is that Coco? I think it is Coco. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get up there, but you know what? There's no harm in trying. Ooh, on the side, he's got a breeze. And it's wet. Yeah, it's locked. When they were building this, they actually did bring over artisans from Africa to do some of these thatched roofs and other art installations and some of the construction. I think that's super neat, and I love that. We weren't trying to sneak into club level. We were just going to look to show all of you. If anything, I was advertising club level for Disney. It's all how you phrase it, Suzanne. So yes, so that is the Kilimanjaro Club, access only. We're not quite on that level yet. I see we have over almost 350 people. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you could please hit that like button, it really does help me and it means a lot. And maybe some of our friends who are cooped up in Florida will find this stream and we'll bring them a little bit of that Disney magic. Lobby, this is the entrance that we came in before. It's just super cool. Got the rocking chairs, little table. These are actually ladders. There you go, right there. Pretty neat, right? This is what I wish they did on every Disney roof, is theme the rooftops that can be seen. It doesn't hurt. And you never want dark colors anyway. Fun fact, I used to do construction management on Long Island. Black roofs decay faster. The sun just takes in that heat. I mean, the roof's just taking the heat from that sun, and they go, you want bright, lighter colors to reflect the sun's rays away from the roof to make your roof last a little bit longer. So on these flat roofs, I say paint them some fun colors or some bright colors. Give us some theming. That is like, you know, Disney thinking. Who thinks to paint their rooftops? So we've been in Zawadi, that was the marketplace. Now we're gonna go down a level and I'll show you where some of the restaurants are. I should also mention that Disney does have QR codes set up and signs around the resort for monitoring the weather conditions and updates from Disney. You could also go to disneyworld.com/weather for updates as well. Here's the same lounge we were looking at from the balcony over there. Victoria Falls. Down below you got Boma. Boma is a buffet style restaurant. Some more of those exotic flavors, but everything is pretty approachable. Disney does a good job of staying authentic, but making sure the food is still family friendly, especially with those young ones who may have delicate palates, if you will. Love this, the waterfall that continues all the way down Victoria Falls. Call me crazy too, but I love seeing these floor mats instead of the Walt Disney World 50. Nothing against the Walt Disney World 50th, but I like this theming. Also, you know when you type in hurricane, the emoji you get is the O in this Animal Kingdom mat? We got some restrooms down here. This would be normally where you could check your daily adventures, but with the hurricane and coming into town, your daily adventure is right here. Boma is jumping, and I get why it's closed, but man, this place would be packed if Jico was open earlier or throughout the day. It's a little pricey, but everyone says the food is amazing, and they have one of the largest collection of African wines here in Florida. I seen some rains down in Africa. It is kind of beautiful right now, you know, if you think about it. As long as everyone's safe. I'm just trying to be like, where's the glass half full? Like, oh, this looks pretty. What else can we do, you know? So here's the pool area that's closed. It is raining a little bit harder than before, so I'm not gonna do a lap around the pool right now. But you can kind of see what the pool looks like right there. So we're kind of right at the bottom where it says Jico, and there's your map of the pool area. We have done tours here before and other streams, so if you really want a more in-depth tour of Animal Kingdom Lodge, we've done other videos here on the channel. But I wanted to show you what it's like being in a Disney resort during a hurricane while the parks are shut down. Look at that. That thatched roof right there, that is the pool bar. So if you ever see I've checked in here, that's a good place to check. Other ways Disney preps, you can see all the furniture has been zip tied together and secured. It's a lot harder to lift 40 chairs instead of one if you get strong winds. Boma looks out this way. And in here is the Mara. This is where you can mobile order. Kind of like the cafeteria of this resort. Ooh, they are blowing through the wine here. That's what I should have did. Instead of bringing essentials for some friends, I should have just packed up on the wine and just shown up. So right now, everything has to be mobile ordered. You can't go up and pick it up yourself, and then you would pick it up right here. How to do it is right there. Mobile ordering is fantastic. It might be frustrating to some people who kind of want to just go see and pick it, but especially in the parks, it can really come in handy. Order your food, keep doing what you're doing with your family. When the food is ready, run, pick it up, grab it. You can find a table, do whatever you got to do. These are your lockers for the pool area. Also, they have restrooms outside. That's the men's room right there, ladies' room right here. Some lockers there as well. One of a few different hot tubs or jacuzzis around the pool. Not currently operational. And then you got Pumbaa's Fun and Games. Pumbaa in Swahili translates to silly one or a foolish one. The arcade is busy today, not surprising. According to the Galaxy, makes sense. The way they work here is you got to use arcade cards. $1 gets you 50 play points, goes all the way up. Sort of Dave and Buster's style, but you don't get tickets. You just get the entertainment of the game. Massage chairs, those are clutch. So normally during September, if we weren't in the middle of a giant hurricane, there are activities to do at your resort during the day if you're having a non-park day. Some of the arts and crafts, like on Sunday, you can make your own ice cream. Monday, you have the slimy yet satisfying slime. Tuesdays and Saturdays, you can do the Mickey tie-dye. We've done that here on the channel if you want to check it out. Not here, but we did it over at, where were we? Old Key West. And on Thursday, make your own African bangles. I don't know what that is, but we totally got to try that out. Maybe on Thursday, we'll come back and check this place out next week or the week after. They also have the signature experience. You got to pay for it. But over in the Jumbo House inside of Jico, Wednesday at 1 o'clock. This is super cool, too. I might have to come back and do this. Get in touch with your inner artist during this master-led painting class. Space is limited. You got to be 12 and up. We'll have to check that out. It's also, the arcade's open all day. We just showed you the arcade. You could do s'mores at night. And they do the movie Under the Stars normally. But with this rain and weather and hurricane, I doubt it's going to be under the stars the next few days. This is the other side of the pool area. You can kind of go down this way, and there is some animal viewing down on the end. I'm going to see if we can go down through the main hallway. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Ta-ta. That's fun. So that's some of that Disney magic that happens here at the resort. And so here, this is Simba's clubhouse. So today during the day, since we're kind of in here, you have, I guess, let's see, it's 4 o'clock. So they must have just wrapped, I guess, the movie, or it's still going on. But we had Timon's talent show earlier, Rafiki's Roundup, Zazu Says, Nala's Notables Quotables, the movie Aladdin with Coloring, Scar's Family Fusion, Mufasa's Royal Court, Sarabi's Starlight Shuffle Pajama Party, and then tonight they're showing The Lion King, the original. Yeah. And that all happens here in Simba's Clubhouse. It's kind of like the activity center for the resort. Look at all the fun things. I love that. Simba. So we got some coloring going on. We got some pickup sticks. And then you could paint. Look at these beautiful creations. We got some beadwork going on. Lots of fun stuff. You can imagine. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me. As I'm sure you are aware, it's a little bit busier today than it normally is. But I tell people all the time, even for non-hurricane days, there's so much to do at the Disney resorts. If you want a non-park day or you need a rest day, explore some of the activities at your resort, or you can go to other resorts and explore as well. I'm heading down to the end here because I know there's another animal viewing area. I just hope it's covered. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe. If you are just joining us, I see we're around 400 people. Hi, everybody. I'm Pete Carney. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I am from Adventures by Carney. And I thought I'd show everyone a little taste of what it's like to be at a Disney resort during a hurricane. It's very rare. Like I said, before COVID, Disney barely closed the parks. So, we used to always say like, oh, there was only 4 occasions and there was only 5 occasions. So this is very rare. And it's not something you could plan for. So I said, you know what? I know a lot of you would love to see what goes on. So here we are. Here's a little bit of that viewing area. Another jacuzzi. So we're in the back of the pool area behind that bar for reference. We just went along the front. And let's see if we can spot any animals over here. We did see some water buck, some antelope, and some zebra on the other side. The flamingos are out. We have a flamboyance right there. Hard to make out through the fence, but they are out and about. If you are enjoying the stream and you like stuff like this, please do me that big favor. Hit that like button. It really does help, and it means so much to me. See if we can get a better view from up top. I'm going to show you as much as I can from the resort today. And like I said, I do have friends at a few other resorts as well. I just love this resort so much. It's so beautiful. So I said, let's come here first. In terms of Disney resorts, they all have pools, obviously, but if you are staying at a moderate or a deluxe, and this is considered a deluxe, those are the only pool areas that will have jacuzzis. So if you're staying at one of the value, which no shame in that, I've only pretty much stayed at value resorts when I used to come down to Disney all the time. Those will not have jacuzzis, but they still have pools and satellite pools and whatnot. Also, the water slides are pretty much going to be at your deluxe and some of your moderates. Kate, great to see you. Robert D. I see so many of you in the chat, and I'm going to catch up with all of you in a little bit. This is a better view of that flamboyant, some of the you see a little bit of wind. It is a massive storm system, and it's already kind of showing its effects here, but it is far, far away. It's all the way down to Fort Myers, which is about 3 hours from us. But it is massive, so we're seeing some of the effects now. We really won't get the brunt of it until tomorrow. But everyone is getting ready for it today. We went to Publix earlier, our local supermarket, stocked up. A lot of the shelves were empty already, and I got there when it opened. I think I left the house around 7 or 8 in the morning. And I woke up that early because I always say, because I jump in the Discord and say hello. And if you're not in the Discord, you got to jump in the Discord. If you're not sure what a Discord is, it is a completely free community. You could use your cell phone, you could use your laptop, your tablet. It's completely free. You just pop in, you make up a username, and you jump in and say hi to everybody. It's an amazing community that we've created of a bunch of very kind, like-minded people. We keep it family-friendly. Everyone's nice. How are you?
How are you?
And we have great discussions there, general discussions about life, weather, things around the country, travel plans, and we have several different channels. So if you want to talk about meeting up at Disney, you want to see my crazy schedule, you want to, if you have a live video idea, something you want to see, or an edited video idea, if you're curious about anything, it's pretty much happening in the Discord. The link is down below. as well as my links to my social media accounts. I'm on Instagram at official Carney. I'm on Twitter at your WDW guy. TikTok's Adventures by Carney, and the Patreon is Adventures by Carney. So go check them all out. And everything's linked down below as well. Commercial complete. Look at that. We got about 450 people hanging out. I hope everyone's staying safe. Happy to have you here with me. Let's see if we can hit that 500 like mark like yesterday. Let's make it happen. Yeah, so the savannah looking a little quiet on this side. Trying to get a better view. Hi, Brady. Says, wish I was in Disney right now, but I'm in New York. You know, I'm from New York. No shame in the New York game. Mark's arriving Friday for Epcot Saturday. Hopefully by car, because the Orlando airport does not open until Friday at 10:30 a.m. As of now. That can be pushed back based on what goes down here in the Orlando area with Hurricane Ian. Hello. Nice little table and bench here. You can see some animals up there. Trying not to get too close, it's a little blurry. Yeah, it's a little blurry. I see a lot of you. I mean, just come on. Are you kidding me? Just beautiful artwork and always. How are you? What a gorgeous resort. All right, we're gonna head back towards the main lobby, and then I think we're gonna head over to Kidani Village and show you what's happening over there. They have another savannah over there, a lot of other animal viewing areas there. I'll show you where Sanaa is, home of that famous bread service, and we'll see what kind of activities are happening over there. Maybe we'll see some more characters. We saw Timon and Rafiki a few minutes ago. And maybe I'll find a nice little rocking chair, and I'll catch up with the chat and say hi to all of you. I know I haven't said hi to everyone yet, just a couple random messages that I saw. Rady asks, is Downtown Disney open? Well, Downtown Disney, which we now call Disney Springs here in Orlando, Florida, is not open as well. That is closed today as well. The only thing open at Disney are the resorts, and not even all all of the resorts. Those standalone structures are actually not being occupied either. So the bungalows, there's no one in there. Some of the cabins over at Wilderness Lodge and other standalone structures. But all of the hotel, let's say style or tower resorts are where the guests are currently located. Also, big shout out to all the cast members here at Disney and the team members over at Universal and all the people who work in theme parks in Orlando who are working super hard to either A, prep for this hurricane, B, entertain and keep guests safe, and everyone behind the scenes really working to give everyone the best possible experience during this unfortunate event. That's very, very sweet. Always be nice to your cast members and team members. Another nice little touch here, instead of just looking at an ice machine and a vending machine, you got these cool little saloon-style doors for your vending machine and ice. I like that. It's the little things. All right, we're back towards that main lobby. So I really don't want to take the phone and the gimbal in the car and drive in the wind and rain. But there is a little bit of a gap between the two resorts. I do have an umbrella, so I might grab the umbrella, walk as far as I can at this resort, maybe rough it in the rain for a quick, hot minute, and then we'll go and check out You know what? Before I do that, because I don't want to miss out on any chat, maybe I'll just take a quick minute here while we have this gorgeous view and say hi to you guys, because I know so many of you have great questions, comments, and it's really nice to see a lot of familiar faces here hanging out with me as well. So with that being said, let's just say hi to some chat while we check out this view. Great to see so many of you here as well. 500 people now and 250 likes. So we are halfway there. Likewise, if you could do me the huge favor, hitting that like button. All right, so let's catch up with some chat and say hi. I'm gonna go back as far as I can so that way they don't erase. But I'm gonna go back as far as 3:30. So if you were talking to me before 3:30, throw your comment back in there again, but I'll just say hi to some people. We got the Tomorrowland Traveler, Daniel, my man. Dawn, what's happening? Jen P is here. Brenda, thank you so much. Brenda says, thanks for sharing today. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Tomorrowland Traveler, when we were looking at the zebra, said, I hope those stripes don't wash off. And then someone said that's an Andrew joke. Andrew gives us some of our best dad jokes in the Discord if you like a good dad joke. Grace Gaynor says, thank you for being there. We just got back to Connecticut on Saturday. We picked the better week. Yeah, you guys got very lucky. I'm glad you're home safe. Dawn says, those wildebeest will stay out the whole time. They hate going in. Hey, yeah, they like this kind of stuff. Mark Mueller says, thanks for the stream today, Pete. My pleasure. More Beverly, what's going on? So the only downside of Animal Kingdom Lodge is it is the longest bus ride to the parks. Yeah, if you're not going to Animal Kingdom, you are the furthest from the other 3 parks. But you know what? It's still a Disney bus ride, which is fun. And you know what? You never know. They may extend the Skyliner over here one day. Let's think positive. Robert D., our neighborhood hero, who has been going all over the state and is on call helping people, said there's a big set of thunderstorm cells heading your way, mega lightning. Hopefully it fizzles out before it gets there. It's right near St. Cloud. So either we'll see some awesome lightning or it'll pass us. In one respect, it would be great for the stream. In the other, it would be great for me and driving home. Shelly says, someday I will stay here. It's my goal. Me too, Shelly. And thanks for being here. Hi, Apex999. Hi, Upgrade. Great to see you. Great Scott says, I got my arm floaties on. Bring it on, Hurricane Ian. Hey, as long as you're being safe. Like I said yesterday in our stream, and if you missed it, you could always check out yesterday. We did 2 streams. You could always replace things. You can't replace people. So make sure you're taking care of yourselves and you're following all your safety protocols. Andy Hilvert says, be safe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hello, Debbie says, Ninja watching again. Appreciate you streaming. Good to know you're safe. Disney is amazing and how they are making the best of the situation. Thank you again for streaming. It is my pleasure. Scott says, time for Victoria Falls. Yeah, it was a little busy, but yeah, maybe we'll grab a little drink. Why not? We're having some fun. Kiara Williams says, I'm surprised no characters in the lobby to keep people entertained. I'm sure they come out at staggered times. You see that a lot of the other resorts. That's why I said I might do some other resorts to show you as well. But I'm sure they're staggering them. And we did see Timon and Rafiki walking around earlier. Upgrade said, can you check on my condo in Clearwater? Thanks. It's gonna be a little rough. But I hope and pray that it's just fine. Shoshana, how are you? Kelsey, what's going on? Kelsey, I think, is over at Pop Century. Says the characters come and go throughout the day. There were some out here earlier, Pop Century. Yep, there you go. Alvis Dumbledore, what a name. Says this is the best resort store on property. Peaches Pieces, I think the pool is open again. At least it was a little bit ago. I think they're probably going to keep it closed for the rest of this storm, only because even if there isn't lightning, first of all, lightning's in the area, that's when they close the pools, but you could see some of this rain. I don't know if you can see it. It's coming in waves across that window. And the winds are picking up, so if you were in the pool and you had something blow into the pool, could be a little dangerous. I think Disney's going to stay on the safe side personally, but hey, what do I know? Hi, Judy. Judy says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is safe and tucked in for the day. Absolutely. Disney Happiness says, are there buses currently running? No, there are no Disney buses running at all because there's nowhere you can go. Disney Springs is closed, the parks are closed, and there's no Disney buses that go from resort to resort. So the buses are all tucked away. All the Skyliner gondolas are tucked away and parked over at the station near Caribbean Beach. And I'm going to bet, I haven't gone and checked personally, but I'm going to bet that the monorails are all tucked away in their garages alongside that back entrance of Magic Kingdom. Great Scott says, has anyone stayed at Old Key West? I love Old Key West. Again, I haven't stayed there, but I've had many friends stay there, and I've hung out there a whole bunch. It's beautiful. Phenomenal Brandy is a DVC owner at Old Key West. Tomorrowland Traveler says, Animal Kingdom Lodge, where we are right now, has some of the best holiday decorations. I agree, and I think we tested this out last holiday season when I came here, that they have the tallest Christmas tree on property. It's either here or Wilderness Lodge. I think it's here and then Wilderness Lodge. But their Christmas tree sits right here in the middle of the lobby, right where that guy's walking across, and it goes all the way up. It is wild. I think it's a 50-footer or 54 feet. I'm close. I mean, I am guessing the number from something someone's told me. So don't quote me, but I think I'm close. Boxer twin. Oh, look who's right above me. It's Mickey and Minnie. Oh my gosh. Let's go. We're right here by the stairs. Maybe we'll see him. We're on a Mickey and Minnie sprint. We gotta see the boss. The bosses are up here. There they are. There they go. So we were just talking about how the characters come out at random times throughout the day. And then hanging out up here, we got Mickey and Minnie, the bosses. Oh, you're good. We're just excited to see Mickey and Minnie. Oh my gosh, that is precious. Hey, Mick. Thanks for having us here and keeping us safe. You are awesome. You too, Minnie. I know you're holding down the fort. Oh my gosh, can I give you a hug? Oh, and a kiss. You're the best. Thanks for having us and keeping us safe. We'll see you real soon. TTFN. Bye-bye, thank you. I don't want to keep them too long. I would love to have a nice long interaction, but they need to get to their adoring fans. So we'll just say hi real quick and let them hang out with all these excited families. Tomorrowland Traveler, I think that tree is outside though. Does an outside Christmas tree count? They're playing hide and seek. And hide and seek, and here he comes, watch. Boop. I love it. See, that's cute, right? Here's some memories that will last a lifetime. You're stuck inside during a hurricane at Disney, and you're playing hide and seek with Mickey Mouse. You think they're gonna go hit the bridge? Here comes Minnie. Minnie's making her way down. Oh, they're pumped. The kids are pumped. Robin said, where are the animals? Well, Robin, if you're referring to Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they're right there. But if you're talking about the animals that are normally outside, some of them are still outside. We looked at a few of them earlier. There's some wildebeest, some zebra, some antelope, some water buck outside. The others are backstage. Disney knows what they're doing. They know they do their research. They do everything right by the animals. So the animals that can handle being outside are outside. The animals that cannot handle it are inside. Right now, today is not the big day for the weather. Right now, we got some wind, some rain. It's obviously a little bit more than average, but nothing crazy. This is kind of something we experience a few times a year here. Tomorrow and tonight are going to be those crazy times. Dawn, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, grab a drink at Victoria Falls. All right. You don't got to tell me twice. let me catch up with a little bit more chat here, and then I'll go run down. I'm going to get a little bit closer to where we were, because I know there's so many of you in here, and I want to say hi to everyone. If you're new, or if you're a new subscriber, or if you just found us, say hi in the chat so I can give you a shout out as well. And I know there's some people who just like to lurk or watch quietly, or don't use the chat. That's fine too. I appreciate you being here, and it means a whole heck of a lot. We're trying to bring some Disney magic to everyone during this wild time of Hurricane Ian here in Florida. Another super chat. My man, the Tomorrowland Traveler, says, okay, Dawn, I agree. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And while we're talking about generous people, I got to give a shout out to all the Patreons. I would not have this channel without all of them. So thank you, Patreons. You make this happen. And if you want to find out more about that program, patreon.com/adventures by Carney. And I know it's not for everyone, but if you're able to, man, do I appreciate it. But honestly, just hitting that like button and subscribing means a whole heck of a lot too. Logan says, first time watcher. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. Jamie says, we love you, Pete. Thanks, Jamie. I love you too. Grumpy says, I watch quietly and contently. That is fantastic. David K says, thanks. Stay safe from Indianapolis. I appreciate that, David. All right, let's head towards Victoria Falls, and we'll read some chat while we walk. Can Pete Carney walk, talk, and scroll chat? Here we go. Again, if I missed one of your messages, please just post it again. Say hi again. I'm going back as far as I can, but I love all the action. I can only go as far back right now as 350. Tomorrowland Traveler, Animal Kingdom Lodge has some great pools as well. I agree. I love the pools here. Hello, Hiadros. Again, hello to Suzanne and Glenn. This is, we went across the Maasai Bridge earlier, but here's the view from the opposite side of the lobby. In a lot of these deluxe resorts, you'll see that the top floor is private. I just spoke about that before, but we call that club level, or here they have a fancy name for it. But you do get some free food and drink. You have those cool little lounge areas. So if you ever find club level for a decent price, that's the move. Let's brave the elements. Holy moly. Sweet sassy molassy. That rain was coming in. I've seen some rains. If you miss any of this of the stream, or you got to pop in and out, this will stay here on my YouTube channel forever. So you can always come back and check out whatever you missed. And if you are watching in the future, you can still leave a comment. I try to get back to every single comment, no matter how long it takes. Here's a nice view of some of the animals. We were talking about the animals earlier. Look at that, just enjoying a nice shower. I think they're more worried about us. Like, where is everyone? Are you guys okay? I was watching people walking their dogs outside from my balcony this morning, and I love watching the dogs like get excited. Like, you had a few that were like close to their owners, but some of the dogs were just loving this rain and this wind. Super cool. We're gonna keep looking at animals. We're gonna be bopping in and out. And I see we have over 600 friends here. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, I'm Pete, and I appreciate you being here. If you're new, say hi in the chat, and please consider subscribing. It means so much to me. And if you haven't done so, that like button really helps. I would love for you just to click that little thumbs up. Let's get back into Animal Kingdom Lodge. As I mentioned earlier, we're not at all celebrating the hurricane. We're just kind of wanting to experience it because it's so rare. And we really are hoping and praying that everyone stays safe. And if you are here in Florida, please do the right thing. We're thinking of you. And let's hope this thing just dies immediately or goes back out to sea and causes as little damage as possible and hopefully no loss of human life, you know? With that being said, we're trying to bring some magic to you from Disney during this hurricane, so that's why we're here. And I hope you appreciate that. If you do, please, like I said, you can hit that like button. And yeah, take care of yourselves out there. Let's get back to touring this place. So we're back on the main floor. Here's the inside fire pit. Not too shabby. You can put your feet up, I guess. Look at that. This is Victoria Falls, where Dawn and Daniel said, Pete, go grab a drink. Looks a little crowded, but maybe we could snag a little spot. Maybe we'll grab a little beverage and come back up here. And we'll catch up with a little bit more of the chat, say hi to a lot of you guys, and then we will brave the weather and head over to Kidani Village and show you the other half of Animal Kingdom Lodge. Because right now we are in Jambo House, and there's a whole other half of this resort called Kidani Village. You can do it. You made it. Let's see if I could sneak in somewhere. It looks a little crowded. I wonder. Let's see if I can spot. I also just want to grab something quick to go. Oh, look at this. A little table for one right here. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is living. Hi, everyone. So yeah, while we're here, we'll order a little cocktail. I'll take it to go, so that way it's not boring. I don't want you guys watching me the whole time. That's not why a lot of you tuned in. But I will order a drink, and while I'm here, I will catch up with the chat and talk with as many of you as possible, and we'll grab a drink to go. How are you? All right, let's go as far back as we can. So yeah, we're just gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna grab a drink, we'll grab it to go. So that way this isn't too boring. I know a lot of you wanna see Disney and see what's going on during the hurricane, and you don't wanna see this, even though this face looks like a hurricane warning with how red it is. We'll get you back to the action here at Animal Kingdom Lodge in just a moment. Hi to Mr. Bob Newell, great to see you. So we'll take a quick time out and then we'll head back out. So let's see, I missed a little bit of the chat, but I see we were talking about airports. So the airport here, MCO in Orlando, is closed right now. It closed this morning at 10:30 a.m. and it is supposed to remain closed until Friday at 10:30 a.m. And they could push that. That is tentative as of right now. Same thing with the parks. They're closed Thursday, today and tomorrow, with a Friday potential reopening, but they've already suspended reservations, so who knows? They could push that back as well. I think we really want to see what happens with this storm. We're going to get the brunt of it tomorrow, so that's going to be the difference maker. It could be late tonight, early tomorrow. Projections keep changing. So at first someone said, a lot of them were saying 2 o'clock tomorrow. Then it moved up a little bit, then it was pushed back. But thank you for all the well wishes, everyone. It's so great to have a lot of you here with me. And while we wait to have a little bit of a cocktail, let's see what is going on. Someone says, save the snow leopards. There is a vodka called Snow Leopard Vodka. They serve it at Animal Kingdom, and a portion of the proceeds go to saving the snow leopard population. And a lot of the time that we reference this, we reference Robert D. He's a big advocate for that, and Robert D is one of the kindest, sweetest men on the planet, so we love Robert. Hello, Dev. Hello. The names are going across quick. Again, if I missed your comment, I am so sorry. Jump in here again and say hi. Right now I'm up to 355 in the chat. Hello, Don Glover. It says the rain's keeping the pool topped off. Yeah, all the pools are turning into infinity pools. Hi, Kate. Oh, we just had a server. What should I get to drink? How's it going? Do I order from you?
Let me bring your menu.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. So here at the Victoria Falls Lounge, I'll show you some of the drink options. Real quick, I'll just catch up with the chat since I'm missing so much of it real fast. Just saying hi to people. Hi, Kate. Nice to see you here. Boxer Twin, Looper Leaks says, I'm going to Disney on Saturday. Will I be able to go? Yeah, so our weather actually looks beautiful on Saturday. You know how you have the calm before the storm? It's also like really beautiful after a storm. It kind of clears the air. I know a lot of us will be at Epcot on Saturday. It is Epcot's 40th birthday on Saturday. So if you're there, come say hi, come see me. If you're in the Discord, you'll be able to track where we are. We may be live for points of the day. And pending weather, you might be able to see me make some cocktails Friday night from the WWNT studio. So I'll keep everyone posted on that. Just make sure you're in the Discord or you're following me on Instagram, Twitter. All those links are down below. It's the best way to stay in the loop. Or you can subscribe here, turn the bell on, hit all notifications, and you'll never miss a thing. That's the move. Gabriela Perez, what's going on? I missed your comment. You just disappeared. Sorry. Write it again. Now I'm up to 4 o'clock in the chat. FSS Skipper Dad says, glad to see things are still pretty calm. Yeah, we're good today. Peaches says the games at Pop are free this afternoon. I like that. They're probably free here as well. I think during the hurricane, Disney would probably make all the games free. I didn't check that, but that's a great point. Jordan Garrett, what's going on? Says, I wonder if there would be free games if the parks are closed. I'm guessing they probably did. Pete McDevitt, great to see you. Says, good afternoon, everyone. Pete McDevitt has an amazing channel, so if you're into Disney sports, go check out his channel. He's an amazing person. We're going through these real quick. Hello, Mohammed. Tomorrowland Traveler says, I love all the things that I'm looking lunch at the restaurants. Tomorrowland Traveler doesn't like any kind of exotic or weird food, we figured out, because he doesn't like my Skipper Canteen, which is a little exotic and fun. He doesn't like the restaurants here. I love all these weird, crazy food places. But where he lacks that crazy palate, he makes up for in great and fantastic looks. The man is a handsome devil. He's also one of the nicest people on the planet, so that helps too. What else is going on? I'll try and get as few of these, as many of these as possible, just so I can. Did the lag go away? Also, I just want to make sure the lag is gone. If we ever lose service or there's a lag or a spinning wheel or something happens, just hit refresh on your screen, and I should be back nice and clear. And if it doesn't help, let me know, and I will change it on my end by switching from cell phone to Wi-Fi service. I'll tell you one thing, I definitely need a water because I am talking a lot. Thanks so much for stopping in, Kate. Hi, Lynette. Wait a minute. Lynette, I gotta change something. Boom. Jordan, how are you? Shanice, what's going on? Hi, Crystal says, good evening, stay safe, I appreciate it. Imagine it says, hi, we're at the same resort. Well, if you see me, come say hi, we'll get you on camera. But I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're safe. Steve B says, hi from the UK, love the show. You're great for helping us get over the Disney blues following our visit a couple weeks back. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Johan says, good luck from Costa Rica, guys. Thank you so much, appreciate that. I hope I said that right. I say Johan, but it could be Johan, but I'm pretty sure it's Johan. Logan, what's going on? Logan Knapp says, howdy, I'm here for the general discussion. Well, we're chatting it up right now. We're almost caught up. Mark says, I'm arriving for Friday for Epcot Saturday. That's awesome. Come say hi to us on Saturday. Jerron says, hello from Nashville. Hello. You know, Nashville, drop my menu. It's one of the only places, like major places I haven't been. I gotta go. I might be there next week. Imagine it says, our kids spent the afternoon at the pool and the dance party. That's great. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna reopen the pool, but I heard a lot of the pools were open earlier today. We kind of had a nice morning. It didn't even start to really rain until a few hours ago. Again, that calm before the storm. Thanks so much for Dawn for linking all the links. So if you guys want to check out the Patreon, the Discord, my Instagram, my Twitter, TikTok, Dawn linked them all in the chat, and they are linked down below as well. Again, what's going on to Mr. Bob Newell? Tomorrowland Traveler, this is Savannah Animal Kingdom reminds me of our backyard, living on the edge of a wilderness preserve. That is true. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys?
You've
been watching?
Come say hi.
Jump in. Where are you guys from?
Come say hi.
Yeah.
We're from Michigan. This is Vivian, my
Hi,
daughter.
Vivian.
My name's Jay.
Hi, Jay. You guys, this is pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit. Is
Yeah,
it fun, though?
Yeah, we're having fun so far. We came down a day early because the airports were closing, so
Nice.
Yeah.
And how is Disney with handling everything so far as a guest perspective?
food's been a little slow, but all the cast members are super nice. We were actually sitting right here,
Oh.
so we figured we'd come say hi because we were like,
Thanks for keeping it warm for me. This is nice.
We had the Moscow Mule, or not Vivian, she had a Shirley Temple.
Okay, I was going to say.
But we just wanted to say hi.
Absolutely. No, it was great meeting you guys. Hold on, let me see if I have, so you can find it at home and show your friend. Unless I left it in my car. I left a lot in my car. But it's really not. But thank you so much.
We're going to be at Epcot on Saturday as well.
Awesome. So hopefully I'll see you at Epcot.
Thanks.
Hey, nice meeting you. Good to see you. See you later, Vivian. Everyone, there they go. That was sweet. Yeah, if you guys ever see me, come say hi. I love meeting all of you. And that was very nice, very sweet. I love that. I am going to show you the menu in a moment. Let me figure out what I want, and then we'll go over the whole thing together. When he said Moscow Mule, that did sound good. I think I'm going to do the Moscow Mule. Let's go back to catching up with some chat here. Uncle Aardvark, hey, how are you? Great to see you. I'm making progress. I'm all the way up to 410 in the chat, guys. How about that? AB Films New York says, why Disney is not closed? Well, Disney is closed, the parks are closed, and the Disney Springs is closed. However, they do have over 30 different resorts here where everyone was already here and the airports are closed, so you can't just tell people to leave. So they keep everyone here in the resorts. They try to keep them entertained. You saw the characters. They have Disney Recreation. There's a lot of fun stuff happening and plenty to do. Believe me, I'm sure Disney would want you in the park, spending that money, having fun, but people are hanging out in their rooms and enjoying their resorts, because what else are you going to do? And it always, you know what, it comes down to safety first. So Disney's always going to do the right thing and take care of their cast members and their guests and put safety first. What else do we have going on? Someone asked if I was performing tonight. I'm not performing tonight. Nope. Everything was canceled. I don't even know we were supposed to go bowling tonight. I don't know if that's happening or not, but I'm going to find out after the stream. How's it going? Can I put a Moscow Mule and a water in, please?
Moscow Mule and water?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Can I do water with no ice? Yes. Thank you so much. All right, we placed our order. I'm going to show you the menu in a moment. But again, I want to make sure I say hello and answer as many questions as I can before they disappear, because I can only go back so far. And I'm not saying don't chat. Jump in the chat. I love seeing new names, talking to people, answering your questions, comments, concerns about anything. It can be about the hurricane, it can be about Disney World, it can be about me, the channel, whatever you want. If it's a general question about life, I will try my best. But remember who you're asking. All right. Shanice said, just pull up Hollywood Studios. Woo, no one's here. I got all the rest myself. I believe that's breaking and entering. Downtown Disney is kind of what we used to call it here. It's Disney Springs now. It was Pleasure Island for a while. It is still Downtown Disney over on the West Coast. So there is some confusion there, no worries. Mr. Bob Newell says, do you think Walt Disney World is underpriced for the value? No, I think all the room prices here are insanely high. But they can get away with it because the occupancy rate is usually higher than 90%. So, supply and demand, what are you going to do? They're a publicly traded company. Ali Ramsey says, hello, stay safe. Thank you so much, Ali. Sarah G says, will Orlando get hit by a Category 1? That's what they're predicting right now. However, as hurricanes make their way across land, they tend to lose power, lose steam. Plus, it can turn a dime at any time. It can go back out towards the Gulf. It can go straight across out to the Atlantic, or kind of just dissipate as it goes across the land. So it's really just a hope and pray situation. If you watched yesterday's stream, it was a crazy stream. We had two. But the second one we did over 6 hours. I was not planning on that. We did Magic Kingdom. We did Epcot. When we went to Hollywood Studios, you guys wanted me to stay live, so I stayed live for a little bit. It was nice running into a bunch of friends over there. We had Julie working over at the Tune-In Lounge. I got to hang out with Mandy and Pat for a few hours, and a bunch of the crew from WWNT, so that was a lot of fun. What else do we have going on? Jay N says, hi from the lobby. Hi, Jay. Thanks for watching from the lobby. Tomorrowland Traveler says, Kidani is DVC reservations only. That is true. So if you're a DVC member, you can go there. But also you can rent or buy DVC points. So if you are not a DVC person per se, like I am not, there are websites out there where you can buy or rent DVC points. So it's not that it's off limits for everybody. You just got to kind of take a different route. Rady says, I bet a lot of people were going on vacation during the week of a hurricane. Hey, you never know. For some people, this might have been the only week available. And like I said, I mean, if you're looking at the glass half full, yeah, being in the parks is fun. And I'm sure you want to be there. And Disney will do the right thing for you, hopefully. Thank you very much. But again, how often can you say, I mean, in these kids, it is very rare for the parks to close. I mean, I know the pandemic happened. Forgetting that long time span before that happened, it is super rare. There was only 4 or 5 days that ever closed. These would have been, I think, days 6 and 7 ever if you exclude the pandemic. But, I mean, just watching some of the families and the kids, you could be playing games in your room, you could be watching movies together, hanging out with characters, doing all these recreation activities, and really getting to explore your resort that you pay so much money for when you're at Disney and really enjoying it and taking it all in. So, if you look at it that way, yeah, is it unfortunate the hurricane is here? Yes, but you are living through some history, and that's fun. Hi, Dan. Mandy's dad is here. So just visited with Mandy via Skype. Saw her all last night, talked to her this morning. I might see her later on, we'll see. And I will definitely see her Friday. Tomorrow, we'll see if I'm going to go live from any of the Disney areas. If it's bad, I will be staying home, but I think Lauren and I are going to do a cooking segment together, a little cooking with Lauren and Pete from our the safety of our home here in Orlando. So if you want to watch that tomorrow, you can tune in. And again, you won't miss anything if you're subscribed, you got that bell on, and hit all notifications. That's what you want to do. John Allard says, what's up, Mr. Pete? Be safe, young man. Thank you so much for not only saying stay safe, but calling me a young man. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Mike K says, hey, hope all is well, stay safe, make the best of it. Absolutely, that's what we're doing today, and I really appreciate that. There are characters wandering around. Yes, they are. We saw so far Timon, Rafiki, Mickey and Minnie. Mickey and Minnie in their safari gear, which is a lot of fun. That's normally the outfits they wear, by the way, at the Adventurers Outpost at Animal Kingdom. So if you ever went into the Mickey and Minnie meet and greet while you were at the Animal Kingdom, those are the same outfits. So now, a day like today, you might get some great pictures instead of waiting in that long line. See, there's some upside. Hello, Robert. Great to see you. Robin K said, how are the animals? The animals are very well taken care of. Disney does have teams here taking very good care of them. Just remember, Disney's under a huge, spotlight. The whole world would know if they were doing something that wasn't kosher. So they take very good care of the animals. Spud Davidson says, are the refrigerators still running? I know this one. And I already caught them all. Mark says, my favorites are Wilderness Lodge and Animal Kingdom Lodge are the best Christmas decorations. I have to say they are fantastic. I don't know if, I would say they're my favorites, but then I'm going to remember something else, but they are fantastic. Disney does a great job with the holiday decorations across the board. Although we've seen a little bit of cutbacks over the last few years, inside the resorts, they're just gorgeous. Shannon said they thought Mickey and Minnie were waving to me, or was it the families? I thought it was the families waving to me too until I looked up and saw Mickey and Minnie were right above my head. Which also, shout out to Mickey and Minnie for making me feel special for about a half second. Days of Perception, how are you? Great to see you. We were talking about Christmas decorations earlier, and I said that they have a giant one here. I still think it's the largest indoor tree. I'm not sure. But Tomorrowland Traveler did his research, said the tallest Christmas tree on property is actually the Contemporary, which is 70 feet tall with over 16,000 lights. But I believe that's the outside one. Where's the biggest indoor tree? Aha. Yeah, and again, Is it stuck being, Tomorrowland Traveler makes a great point. It says, honestly, even if I was stuck in the resort for a few days at Disney due to a hurricane, you're still at Disney, and I totally agree. That's why I'm here. Marshall Lee, how are you? Thanks for being here with us. Tomorrowland Traveler says, do we have a menu for the next cooking show? So we do. We've decided that tomorrow, if we cannot do a stream at Disney and we're hunkered down, we are going to do an Italian episode. Lauren is going to make her famous Sunday sauce. I am going to make my famous chicken parmesan. So you don't want to miss it. That will be tomorrow if we cannot leave the house. Safety first. Chuck says, hey, Pete just got here. Looks like you are in the DVC floor at Jumbo. You know this place pretty well. I was up there before. Alex H says, does Caribbean Beach Resort have Mickey and Minnie visits? Yes. I believe Mickey and Minnie will be making visits to all the resorts here on property during this hunker down in the resort 2 days. Hello, Marshall. David, thanks again. Thanks to all the first-time watchers and all the new subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I'm so happy you found us. I'm not saying it's during these circumstances, but hey, if this brought us together, all the more things of keeping our glass half full and leading with positivity. Penny Star Productions says hello from England. Hello. Disney says, I hope you have extra food in your... Yep. We stocked up. We actually went to Publix this morning, yesterday, and the day before. I think we dropped like $500 at Publix over the last 3 days. So, and it's just me and Lauren. So we got a lot of food. We're broke, but we are going to be well fed. Hi, Mary Dean. Hi, Natalie. Natalie watching from Essex in the UK. Nice to have a bunch of friends over in the UK. And I appreciate you wishing us well. Vero Mike says hello from Vero Beach. Thanks, Mike. Stay safe. I mean, if you are anywhere in Florida right now, you got to be staying safe as well. 999 Ghost says hello from Belgium. New subscriber. Hello. Thank you for being here. Love that. What else is going on? It says right now, Vero Beach isn't too bad. Just a little rain, a little cloudy. That was pretty much our morning here. I have a little bit more of this water. John, thank you. Says Pete's the man. Ian is the wrong kind of liquid magic. Yeah, there's no magic from Ian. No Ian's allowed. Unless you're a cool human named Ian. I hung out with an Ian this past weekend. He was wonderful. Chuck says, I just roamed these halls 2 weeks ago, missing my home. It is nice, right? It's like the worst feeling when you leave, but the best feeling when you walk in. Jamie says, watching the news, it's horrible. Yeah, don't watch the news. That's why I'm doing this today. Gotta pull you away. I'll give you all the news updates. You can go check in every once in a while. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. Darstar says, my flight from LA is supposed to fly out on Saturday morning. I have a feeling the airport is going to be open. That's what they keep saying. Have you heard anything? Yes. So, I mean, as of right now, the airport's supposed to reopen at 10:30 on Friday. Even if that's pushed back a little bit, I think we'll be okay. The storm is supposed to be past us by then, including the tail end of it. And we are actually supposed to have beautiful weather here. A little residual rain on Friday, but Saturday is looking like it's supposed to be gorgeous. So here's to a fantastic Saturday. And it's Epcot's 40th, so love that. Let's see something real quick. Lauren just texted me. All right, so we got our Moscow Mule. Thank you so much to the Tomorrowland Traveler and to Dawn. Lauren's texting me. Sorry, guys. If something weird ever happens to the stream, just hit refresh. I'm sorry about that. But yes, thank you to Dawn and the Tomorrowland Traveler for this delicious cocktail. That is good. That's fresh. We're going to sip on these two things. I'm almost caught up. And then we're going to head over to Kidani Village. Actually, what I should do is... Oh, Chuck, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, tornado watch for Orange County. Be safe. I will. Believe me, if I get pulled into a tornado, I'm doing it live. You guys will be there. Wizard of Oz 2. Get ready. going to grab the check here, and then we will get moving, because I know this is not as exciting and not what you tune in for, but hopefully I'm keeping you entertained. We're just scrolling on down, I am, if you're curious, I'm up to 4:30 in the chat, which is exciting. Peaches says, I saw something in the storm coverage about the big cat sanctuary on the Weather Channel. Carol saying if the cats get out, oh, that's terrible, that's sad news. Well, hopefully it won't affect that area. It did cut in, it did make landfall further south than we anticipated. Gabriella Perez says, Pete, have a drink for me. I got the highest grade in my class in my college graduation. Congratulations, Gabriella. That's amazing. What else do we have going on here? Mike S says, are you staying in a room tonight? I am staying in a room, but it's going to be my bedroom. I live about 10 minutes up the road. Vero Mike says, do you think Epcot will be open Saturday? Absolutely, I believe it will. I don't think they're going to miss that opportunity to miss their anniversary. And two, the longer they have to keep guests cooped up in these hotels, the more money they lose and the more complaints and refunds and things that'll have to happen. So if Disney can get people back into the parks as fast as possible, as safe as possible, they will do that. Also, hello to Ariel Barbosa. Great to see you guys. Tomorrowland Traveler said, do you think you can do a quick live stream from the Best Friends Resort at Disney World? I wonder if they would allow me to do that. I have to contact them and ask. Or if anyone knows anyone over there, let me know. So for those who don't know, the Best Friends Resort is where it's a little place on property where you they take care of your pets while you're on vacation. So your dogs, your cats. So that is the Best Friends Resort. It's over by Port Orleans, right across the street. And from what I hear, they do a very good job. I haven't had a pet since I've been here. Ice Coffee 13 says, hit that like button. Yes, please help me out. Hit that like button. We're closing out on 400. Let's see if we can make it happen. Jamari, what's going on? My buddy Jamari is in the chat. Uber Hulk says, how strong are the winds? The winds are picking up, but it's not crazy, right? Like, we have winds like this throughout the year and usually every September. So it's nothing I'd say that's like super wild, but they're strong enough to knock some of those dead palms onto the road. I haven't seen any large trees blown over yet, but our friend's fence, a section of our friend's fence did blow over. So they're picking up. They're picking up for sure. Tomorrow's the big day. Chuck says, is Boma open? Absolutely. Boma's right behind me. Right there. Let's see if I can show it to you. There's Boma. Robert E., great place to have a few. Absolutely, I love Victoria. Dawn, me too, says, I wish we were there with Pete. We were supposed to have our big Carney Cruise celebration kickoff today. We were all supposed to go to Halloween Horror Nights tonight. We had big plans for tomorrow, but sadly, life and this weather happens, and there's nothing you can do. So I am hoping and praying that the storm will be gone by Friday. Friday night we could all get together and hang out, continue the fun all day Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then sadly I have to leave Tuesday evening for a road trip up to Kansas City. So if anyone's in the Kansas City area, let me know. I'll be there all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Great to see Jamari here. Charlie Pop said, is this near the In-N-Out Burger? No In-N-Out Burgers in Florida. So no, over in California they might have some. Lori Brown says, how does it look outside now? Same as before, as we just kind of did a little tour outside 15 minutes ago. Nothing serious has changed. Let's see what's happening. There's excitement, but it could be anything. Someone could have dropped a fork, a character could have walked by, someone could have gotten engaged. Who knows? Ron Mexico says hello from Springboro, Ohio. How are you, Ron? Where is Springboro, Ohio? I know Ohio well. It used to be part of my sales territory. I spent a lot of time in Ohio. Where is Springboro?
Because everybody's going to
Which airports? I used to fly into either Cleveland, Columbus, or Cincinnati. So are you CLE, CMH, or CIM? Jay, who we just missed, we were literally in that same spot. The mules are great. And you inspired me to get this mule, and it was so nice meeting you. Charlie Pop, you want to see what's on the front of the hat? Boom. Just more awesomeness. I match. But I like the hat backwards because it allows for more light and I can see the screen better. And also just the stage thing, as someone who used to do shows and stand-up and comedy, this is bad for lighting on your own face. This, I have some more natural light and I don't look as red. But I'm sorry if a backwards hat upsets you. Please, don't take offense to my hat. Kimberly says hello from Michigan. It's just cold and damp here. Sorry to hear that. We just met some people from Michigan. They were awesome. Uber Hulk says, please tip the server that's braving this weather to serve you. Of course. I was a server for many years. I am a huge advocate for over tipping your servers, your bartenders, and anyone in the service industry. And if you've never worked in the service industry, everyone should take good care of your servers, but also cast members in general at Disney. Keep in mind, a lot of these cast members have family and friends at home, and I'm sure they would love to be with them, and I'm sure their family and friends are worried about them, even though Disney is one of the safest places to be during a storm. So always be kind to your cast members, and a big shout out to the cast members here, the team members at Universal, people who are working in hotels and resorts all around the Orlando area. This is a huge area for hospitality, and a lot of people are working right now away from their family and friends. So make sure you're showing them a lot of love. Even if you're not here this week and you're here in a few months or a few years, always keep them in the back of your mind. And you know, these cast members and team members aren't making millions of dollars by any means. So take care of your cast members and team members. Rosie and Eleanor says, hello, we're back from the UK. I remember you guys from yesterday. Hello. Says, thanks for showing us the weather. Our family are there visiting Disney, so we're checking in. Great stream. Thank you so much. Izzo, what's up? Says, Pete, I love your adventures. Be safe out there. I appreciate that. Logan says, you're streaming tomorrow as well. I'm curious to see what the weather looks like. We're not sure. If it's crazy, we're going to stay home. We're going to stay hunkered in. We might do a cooking show, but I can show you the weather from outside my balcony tomorrow. So maybe we'll do that if we stay home. If it's safe, then maybe we'll come out to a Disney resort and show you some of the stuff. And I'm definitely going to be streaming Friday as early as possible to show you some of the aftermath and what it looks like here. And hopefully there's very little of that. I would love to be able to show you absolutely nothing and say, I'm so happy it came and went without any major damage or injuries or anything like that. Martin Fittimore says hello from the UK. Love the big UK presence today. Bruce says hello from Michigan. We got a lot of people from Michigan in the house. I love it. Izzo says you got to drink a hurricane. I know. Even though, all right, so hurricanes are good, but they're so sweet. Uh-oh, Tom started a live stream. Was it just to get mad at me? Because they didn't have a live stream going earlier. That's so funny. Iced Coffee says hello from the UK. Love all the UK people. Tomorrowland Traveler says, do they have appetizers at Victoria Falls? I believe it is just a lounge that serves, because I have wine flights here and just drinks on this side and bottled beers. And I will show you the menu right before we go. I have to get the check, so we have a little bit of time. But I'll ask when the server comes back, for sure. That's a great question. Hello, hockey. Chris Longo says, is everything at the resort's open? I believe so. I mean, right now, Jico's not. But I'm sure they have everything open that they can, because they need a place for people to do stuff. All these people are normally out in the parks, and this is a massive resort. And all the resorts are, like I said, usually kept at around 90% occupancy or more. So I bet you they are trying to keep as many things open as possible. I think another big issue too is staffing. We were just talking about it. You need cast members and people to run all these things and also make sure that your guests have not only an enjoyable experience, that you're keeping them safe. You got to keep an eye on everybody here too. TD says hello from Goodyear, Arizona. Great to see you. Yes, Lauren is here in the chat as well. Says there's a tornado watch for Orange County. Maybe we'll watch, maybe we'll see if there's any tornadoes outside on the way home. Yes, characters do make their way to all the resorts, I believe, during these shutdowns. Hello, Lauren from Ohio. Great to see you. Love Ohio. Mojito says, are you eating at Boma? I am not eating at Boma. There's a huge line. And also, I'm trying not to occupy too much space. Since I'm not an official guest here, I just came to visit some people and show you guys what's going on here and at some other resorts. I want people to be able to experience this resort that are here for real. Can I ask you another favor? Can I do one of these to go and grab the bill? Yeah. Thank you. Another person from Ohio. That's awesome. Super chat from the Tomorrowland Traveler. I think just wanted to get my attention. Says there's a tornado watch for Orange County. I'm very well aware. Thank you so much. Chris Hester says Carney cocktails. Phenomenal Rennie says, yeah, Daniel's out here doing the Lord's work. Boma is the best place to eat close to Ohana. They're very different in some respects. I mean, again, Ohana is more of that Polynesian vibe. It's more the Polynesian resort. Boma is more of those African-inspired flavors. Vicky G says, what's the weather there? Well, we got a little bit of wind. We got a little bit of rain. They just issued a tornado warning or watch. So we're starting to see some of it. But again, it's really not going to hit here for another 18 to 20 hours, I believe. People are asking, so the parks at Disney and Universal are closed, but the resorts are not. They can't just kick people out, and there's no planes for them to fly home. So Disney does the right thing. They have everyone hunker down, stay here in their resorts. There's plenty of food and drink, and then they provide entertainment. They have recreation here. They have characters walking around. They made all the arcade games free. They do as much as they can at each resort to keep everybody entertained, since they cannot leave the resort. Sean Dye, how are you? He says, oh dear, stay safe. We are. Hello, Bob. Nick Silva, what's going on? Great to see you. Hi, George K. Says, is it raining there? Yes. Yes, it started with a light sprinkle about 2 hours ago, and now it's kind of coming in waves. We'll get a little bit of hard rain, and then it'll be a light sprinkle, and then more of a aggressive rain, and then it'll back down. So it's coming and going. Tomorrowland Traveler says we're almost at the 6,000 subscriber mark. That's awesome. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe. It is such a compliment, and you won't miss anything. We're going to continue to give you lots of Hurricane Ian coverage from all the Disney resorts and the Orlando area, as well as from my home. We might do a little, show you what it's like from our balcony, do a little cooking segment tomorrow. I'm going to try to show you other resorts during the hurricane. We'll do a little drive around. I'm definitely going to be streaming again on Friday. And then Saturday is the big Epcot 40th celebration. We will be there in the park, probably live streaming for a little bit, but also hanging out with a bunch of friends in the park. Thank you so much. You know what I just realized when I couldn't get them a sticker is that my wallet is in the car with the stickers, which means I have to run to the car to get my wallet. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we're going to do that. Uh-oh. And I'm going to leave you guys here with a little view of Victoria Falls Lounge while I run to the car to get that wallet. But before I go, let's see what time I'm leaving off. I need a nice round number, because there's so many awesome people here in the chat. I don't want to just run away. Where was I? I don't even know what time I was up to. Oh, I see so many people I want to say hi to. There's so many awesome people in the house right now. I love it. Look at all this awesome chat, commentary. I'm so happy you're all here with me hanging out. I hope my wallet's in my car. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Oh yeah, I showed my ID to get in here. It's gotta be. Someone told me not to park under a tree, but I found this nice big weak tree. I'm looking for a new car. Great spot. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the car and come back. Let me find something pretty for you guys to look at. When I come back, I am at, my timestamp is 4:35 in the chat. Got it, 4:35. All right, now let's turn this thing around. Where should we show you? What should we show you? What's cool? What's fun? Maybe we show you. Oh no, we don't want to do that. It is raining here, absolutely. All right, I can't show you Boma, and I don't want to show you just directly other people. I kind of want to show you the vibe of the resort while I run away quick. I'm literally gonna jog to the car. What a bummer. Went from 500 people to 70. Oh, it's a bummer. You know, things were really going well. All right. That's what I get for leaving my wallet in the car. All right, we're starting to get people back in here. Can I do another one of those waters and no ice?
Water, no ice?
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh boy, that was a sprint and a half. Nice to see you all coming back. Thank you so much. I love you guys for that. Whew. Oh boy. All right. Well, now that a lot of you are back, I'll catch up with some more chat. And then I'll show you the menu. I just gave him my card. Let's scroll back up. So yes, if we ever lose cell phone service or Wi-Fi like what happened while I was gone, if you hit refresh, I'll jump right back in. Thanks to all of you who are coming back after a little hiccup there. A little out of breath, but I'm gonna keep going. Awesome, there you go, that's good. Appreciate that, thank you. Hi, Jeff. Oh, so I guess Tom, because Tom was here in our chat, and he was kind of being a little mean, and I saw Tomorrowland Traveler erase some of his messages because they were a little mean, and we keep things positive here. And of course, Tyus is live streaming while I am. He is such a troll. Oh, God. You know, friggin' Tom. Here I am promoting his channel while he's trying to ruin mine. But I'm a positive person. We're gonna keep it fun here. For no reason to Burn closed, so Lauren, my other half, works out at Burn Boot Camp. And they are closed today and tomorrow, but Lauren is such a maniac. She went to our gym at our development and worked out anyway and did the Burn workout. What a beast. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks again to Dawn and the Tomorrowland Traveler for your very generous super chats for buying a drink. Appreciate that. All right, that's paid. We're good there. Again, so if you are just finding us, and I just got back from the car, sorry about that. Thank you so much for being here with me. I know you guys are looking for more storm news. We're about to go back outside. We spent our first 45 minutes walking around, giving you all the updates from around Walt Disney World, as well as here at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jumbo House. That's a mouthful. So we're gonna go back up. I'll show you what's going on in the lobby, and then we're gonna head over to Kidani Village, and I'll show you what's happening on the other half here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm just gonna finish this one little bit I got left here, this water, and then we're out the door. Thanks to everyone who came back again. Just hit refresh. I'm never going anywhere. And I'm a little behind on the chat. But once we get over there, I'll catch up a little bit more. Let's see if I can at least get up. I'll do a few more while I have this last few sips. Just saying hi to people real quick, because I really appreciate you being here, and I really appreciate all the new people saying hi, all the new subscribers, and thank you to everyone who's hit that like button. It really does mean a lot, and it really does help. Hey, Ryan Paolo, our buddy Ryan is here. What's up? Scott Smith, Tyler, TTS Biz, says no one looks worried, so it's not that bad. So yes, again, here in Orlando, I believe people are worried, or concerned is probably a better word, but nothing's really, the big part of the storm, or the rough part of the storm is probably gonna hit tomorrow morning or early afternoon. So right now we're just getting a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, but that's about it. So right now we're still in the clear. Where was I? I was right around here. Hi, Kristen Marconi. Hello, Mojito. Says hello from Kissimmee. Oh no, you just lost your pool screen. Ugh, yeah, I know my friend's fence was down. We're getting some wind. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, a few gusts here and there. Vivian was so cute. So nice meeting Vivian earlier. Hello again to Jamie. Hello again to John. Peaches. I love all you guys. You guys know that. Fab Pro says hello from France. Hello. How is the weather with the storm? So far, so good here, but it is making landfall about 3 hours southwest of us. And, you know, thoughts, prayers, concerns, positive vibes to everybody down there. Hopefully, everyone who is asked to leave has left. And again, we're just hoping for the best. John says, great choice to ride out the hurricane. Yeah, we got to come to Disney. You know, it's very safe here. Kristen Marconi says, how are the parks going? The parks are all closed today and tomorrow, and we'll see about Friday. We're hoping they reopen on Friday. Andy, what's up? Says, good times at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Way to stay positive. We're trying to stay positive, having a good day here. You know, you gotta stay positive in tough situations. I truly believe that. Michael's coming down in December for his honeymoon at Disney World. Congratulations. I'm sure everything will be way okay by then. I'm hoping everything's way okay. Brian Layton, what's up? The coach is here. Says, Pete, stay safe, my brother. Hockey says, my boyfriend will be there for his birthday on October 4th. I wanted to go with him, but his parents already paid for the tickets in a hotel room. That's unfortunate. You should just buy your own and show up and hang out. Worst case, you just enjoy Disney alone. I do it all the time. I'm here right now alone. Hello, JN. So nice to see you. Says, thanks for saying hi to us. Vivian is your newest fan. Enjoy your mule. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for the great suggestion. You inspired me to have mine. And if I see you again, Jay, I just ran to the car, so I got some stickers on it. John W. says, we just got back home to the UK yesterday, had a fabulous holiday. Stay safe. I appreciate that. Cheryl W. What's going on? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Cheryl. We met Cheryl at the Apple Orchard at Canada on opening day of the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. Says, you're so sweet and you made our day extra special. Thank you so much, Cheryl. That is so, so sweet. I really appreciate that. What's going on? Weather 78. Tomorrowland Traveler said, you got to give it up to Disney World security. No matter what happens, no days off. Whether it was COVID, hurricanes, nothing keeps them from keeping us safe. And I totally agree. Huntington Live podcast, or Haunting Live podcast. Huntington is where I used to live on Long Island. Haunting Live podcast says, any word about Fort Wilderness? What are they doing with the people there? So everyone who had to be displaced, if they did, I believe have been given other rooms here at Disney in some way or another. Because I knew they had to move some people out of the freestanding areas. Hi, Joanna V says, how bad is the hurricane expected to hit there? Right now, the predictions are it could be as bad as a Category 1 once it makes its way here, but we're hoping for the best. We're hoping that as it makes its way across land, it loses power, loses steam, or either goes back out west or straight across real quick without any damage out to the Atlantic. So we're staying positive, keeping our fingers crossed. Here's going to be a fun one. Amo la gente de Salvador says, hello from Argentina. What's going on? G Lips, how are you? Emma Cunningham says, hello from Ireland. Stay safe. Thank you so much. Hydra says any ETA on Tron opening. So for those who don't know, Tron will be the new roller coaster at Magic Kingdom. It's right by Space Mountain. We thought it was going to open early next year, but now at D23, they said spring of 2023, which could mean as far as March, April, May. We'll see, but they're already doing tests. Josh Tomorrow has already taken some rides on it, has shown that footage. They are doing testing of the canopy and the lights. We'll see what happens with this storm as well with Tron. We're going to do a full update. Hopefully head back over there on Friday. Kristen Marconi says, I have a question for you. What do they do with the haunted houses over in Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights? Do they have to take them down? I'm not sure. I know they did take down the food stands. Any of those temporary little, like what I call them, like the little food shacks or the food huts. They did have to take a few of those down. I'm not sure what they did with the houses. I'm sure that they took all the props in and anything that was on the outside of the houses, and a lot of the scare zone props probably had to come down. There's a lot of work that had to be done for HHN. It's a real bummer. We were supposed to be there tonight, but you got to do what you got to do. And again, it's all about safety first. And it's easier to take that stuff down and put it back up than to pick it up from the side of a building or put a hole in, a building or break a window or something like that. Oh, Lauren, thanks so much. We're only 50 likes away from 500 likes. Please hit that like button. Tomorrowland Traveler and Lauren are my hype team, so make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Ben B says, dude, what's good? Just got off work. I cracked a cold brew for you. Cheers. Hope all is well. Thank you, Ben. Cheers to you as well. Courtney says, how are things there? Things are pretty good right here at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. As best as they can be, right? Disney's trying to provide an entertainment and service for everybody who can't be in the parks today since they're closed. Weather-wise, we got some wind, some gusts here and there, but nothing crazy. The rain is coming in waves, but nothing like extreme yet. That I think is really going to be tomorrow. Thank you for asking, Courtney. Yeah, Brandy actually gave you more of an in-depth answer about Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. So they had to disassemble the scare zones, a lot of the food booths, a lot of the large props. The soundstage houses will be fine. Those are surrounded by four walls. The tents do have a tendency to flood, so we'll see there. So we'll see what happens. Dawn says the Fort Wilderness folks have been moved to Port Orleans and probably some other resorts as well. So there you go. And the RVs were moved to the TTC parking lot. So over at the Ticket and Transportation Center, that makes sense as well. Tony says, can you sneak up behind Tom and scare him? I don't want to scare him. I'm just a little annoyed that he decided to go live at the same time as me. He could have waited until I was done. He had no live stream planned. I checked their site first and their YouTube to make sure that they weren't live first because I didn't want to step on any toes. So it's a little frustrating. I try to be a nice guy. I support them all the time, and it's a little upsetting. But hey, we're staying positive and happy here. Mark, thank you for being here. So this is my first time checking out your stream. I'm so happy you're here. Amanda Rosenblatt says, thanks for sharing your experience with us. It is my pleasure. Cheryl, I agree with you. If you have to be in a hurricane, what a better place. There's no better place to be than Disney, and they do a great job keeping you entertained and keeping you safe, which is fantastic. We have seen some characters so far earlier in the stream. If you missed it, we saw Rafiki, we saw Timon, and we saw Mickey and Minnie. Right now they're playing bingo in the lobby, so I don't know how exciting that is, but that's what they're doing right now with the families, so that's fun. Hello, Scott Smith. Hello, Iman. I agree with Iman. I was just saying this earlier. Make sure you thank the cast members that they're here, and they're not at home with their families. Ryan G, what's going on? Says the storm's headed straight towards you. Yeah, we see that. That's been all the updates. It is moving pretty slowly, so we have time. I believe the latest reports have it hitting tomorrow morning or early tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully it will lose some steam by then. Oh, Lauren's also making meatballs tomorrow, by the way. She just told me. Mark P says, I just subscribed. Looking forward to hopefully seeing a cooking stream tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do a cooking stream tomorrow. We like to sprinkle those in a few times a month. We tried. We've only done 2 so far, and people really seem to enjoy them. So we're going to be doing some more. So great to see Ryan Paolo here. James Hobbs says, hello from Arkansas. How you doing? Ian Bowie says, hello from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Myself and 2 kids are coming in March. Well, we can't wait to have you here. And congratulations on your great health care in Canada. Bring some down for me. Rock the Toys says, can you show the outside? Absolutely, we'll head back outside. I've been outside 2 or 3 times so far, and I just went running to my car. So we'll head back outside in just a moment. Thank you so much, as I hope you and your family stay safe. Absolutely. Bonnie Young says, I just subscribed, stay safe. Hope to be there Tuesday. Can't wait to see you, Bonnie. And thank you so much for subscribing. All Smiles says hello from the Panhandle. I guess you guys got some good news. You were supposed to get hit a lot harder, and it's coming across our way. So that's good news for the Panhandle. Ronald Lee, I agree. The mainstream news can get a little depressing. That's why I thought I'd do this. I'll continue to give you updates about the Hurricanean as well as Disney. Marzin says, what's going on from Bridgehampton, New York? I love Bridgehampton, New York. Dawn was supposed to land at 10:15 Friday. How upsetting is that? Because they reopened the airport at 10:30 a.m. M Vogue 79 said, I just joined. Where are you? I'm at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. We're about to go walk outside. I'll show you a little bit more outside here before we go. And then I'm going to brave the elements and walk over to Kidani Village to show you Kidani Village as well. Hello, Martin Finnemore. Pete Stummy says, that looks delicious. Enjoy, brother. Thanks for bringing the real news. Hey, we're doing our best. Hello, Jennifer Crandall says, are the buses running? No Disney transportation is running because there's nowhere you can go. The Skyliner's all packed away and tucked away at Caribbean Beach. Disney Springs is closed and all the parks are closed, and buses don't run from resort to resort. So there's no reason to have Disney transportation. You just gotta stay hunkered down where you are. Ray, Texas, I hope the hurricane is next week. It should be gone hopefully by Friday. That would be nice. The parks are supposed to reopen on Friday. We'll see, fingers crossed. Although they currently have reservations suspended for Friday, so you can't make any new park reservations. And Saturday is the big 40th celebration at Epcot, the 40th anniversary birthday, whatever you want to call it. But it opened 40 years ago this Saturday, and we're doing a big, I'll be there all day. There'll be a bunch of us there. And if you're in town, come hang out. And it looks like it's supposed to be beautiful sunny skies for Saturday, so we'll see. Veronica White says, are the hotels planning to go on lockdown? I don't think they're not on lockdown per se, but there's no way in or out. I mean, unless you have a car. But there's nothing else to really do in Orlando. Everything is kind of being shut down. A lot of the stores are already closing. A lot of things have already kind of, I guess, closed their doors or said we're closed until Friday. Ryan, who lives he lives not too far from here, says he's had some flickering lights. Yeah, the wind is starting to gust a little bit. We're going to go outside. I'll show you outside in a minute, and I'll show you what's going on. Amanda Rosenblatt just liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. Chip Sanity says, you're my new favorite Disney streamer. Yes! Thank you so much, Chip Sanity. I appreciate that. AG Main says, it's liquid magic. That jingle's been stuck in my head for 6 months. I'm supposed to do it Friday night, but we'll see. I'm a little mad at this guy right now. Make sure you have your arm floaties. Allie, what's going on? Says, hey, from sunny SoCal. Stay safe and enjoy your mule. Thanks, Allie. We love Allie. You guys, I just did a video with Allie and Kevin. If you want to learn all about some of my favorite breweries here in the Orlando area, you can go back and check out that video after this. Hello to Anna Helder. What's going on? It says, sorry, Pete. I sent an Ian because I couldn't make it this week. You know, Helder, come on. Tomorrow's Helder's birthday. So happy birthday, Helder. The Luca Mocha says, maybe Chester and Hester's will finally blow away. Jordan Garrett says, my power is starting to flicker as well. Oh, yeah, it's coming our way. Diane Lucio says, I just discovered your channel. Thanks for streaming. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much, Diane. We're going to be doing a lot more streams. I'm going to try to go some other places around Disney property. Tomorrow, if we can't make it out, we'll do a cooking segment at home. And Friday, I'll be back out. If the parks are open, we'll be in the parks. If they're not open, then we will drive around Disney, show you some of the things that may have happened during the storm. Hopefully it's very little, again. Or we'll go hit some other Disney resorts, too. Joe Silver says, hello to Joe Silver. Sorry, the messages are coming across real quick. Disney is one of the safest places you can be during a hurricane, so you're in good shape here. What's going on, Terp? Great to see Terp. He's from Indiana. He was just down here a few weeks ago. Lori French checking in from Texas. JJ Bricks checking in, says, awesome, what restaurant are you in? Right now, we are at the Victoria Falls Lounge. Bruce checking in from Lantana, Texas. Logan checking in from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'll be up in Wisconsin in 2 or 3 weeks. Going to the Jets-Packers game. I'm so excited for that. So if anyone's going to be in the area, Jets Packers, come say hi to me. Hello, Christy. We are headed outside in just a few minutes. I'll show you some more of the weather. We've been outside a few times, but I'll head back out in just a moment. MK, what's going on? Our friend Mary Kate is here in the chat. We love MK. If you want to see some fun videos with MK, she's been on the channel a bunch. Go check them out. She also was the one that introduced me to Dragon Con. I got a Dragon Con video on the channel as well. Trevor, what's up? Says, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming again today or I'll definitely stream tomorrow. If I'm able to leave the house, I'll stream out of the house, but most likely it'll be a cooking stream tomorrow because we're going to be hunkered down. Mary Kate, so I was curious how it's looking on property. It's pretty nice here. I'm going to get up and walk around in just a second. We did our first 45 minutes walking around here. So I'm going to go back out and walk around. I'll show you outside. I'll show you the animals. And then I'm going to grab my umbrella and try to walk it over to Kidani. That should be interesting. You don't want to miss that. So make sure you stick around. Chloe Rogers, what's going on? Oh, that's very sweet. Chloe Rogers is in our Discord, and if you're not in our Discord, you've got to check it out. It's linked down below, but she said if anyone in the Florida area needs anything, whether it's water filters, flashlights, dog food, if she is able to mail it out, she will. And big shout out to, obviously Amazon drivers, postal workers, fire department, emergency services. Where would we be without all of you? Will Epcot be open on Saturday? I am saying yes, but that's my opinion. I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you so much for the kind pay. I took care of him. Thank you so much. Although I do see another super chat. Hi, Kristen. Great to see you. Kristen Halfie was just here. I wish I saw you, but I was down in Tampa. Hippity hopper, so let's go outside. I know everybody wants to go back outside. We're going to go back out. I'm soaked anyway. We've been outside a few times, but we're headed back out, I promise you. I just wanted to catch up with as many people as I could before I lose the chat, because I want everyone to feel important here. Jacob Danford, how are you? Mel, what's going on? Melvin Lee's in the house. Mel owns a cottage over in Margaritaville. Keep my fingers crossed. I think it'll be okay there. That's brand new, built to code. They did some pretty good construction over there. I think it'll be all right. All right, so now I'm pretty much caught up. I'm at 5:15. I'm gonna go walk around now. All right. So if anyone wrote anything after 5:15, I'm gonna come back and I'll get to you in a little bit. But everyone wants to see outside again, so we got to get outside. And I'll show you some more of what's happening here in Jumbo House before we head over to Kidani Village. But of course, I have to thank Tomorrowland Traveler again for the monster super chat. So we talked about competition, and when you are a true winner, there is no competition. Adventures by Carney will always be our Disney Channel. Thank you so much, Daniel. That means so much, and that is extremely sweet. I love it. Hello to Joe. Joe Level in the house. And we're only, it looks like about 20 likes away from 500, so that's exciting. Let's hit that like button and head outside. I'm paid here. That is done. I'm gonna take this with me. A little bit of water. Water. That is good. All right, so when we come back, I was at 5:20. What's going on, Tim B? What's going on, Michael? Oh, hello, Sideswiped. Hello, Greg Y from Southern Oregon. Hello, Ace Darkside. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Joe. Great to see so many new names and faces, as well as all the originals and regulars and all my favorites. Hello, Cesar. It says hello from Brazil. Be safe. Eric Mouse. Let's have some sake together one day. Absolutely. No, they don't refund guests, but I think they try to do the best they can. They're still providing stuff, like I said. I was talking about this earlier. I'll talk a little bit more about it as we're walking. Oh my gosh, Billy Batson, my man Vince. I love you, Vince. So stay safe, my guy. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. That's very nice. Alex H, have you moved around much? Yeah, the first hour of the stream, we were running around this place. But I'm headed back out now. I thought we would just sit down, Dawn and Tomorrowland Traveler are kind enough, and now also Vince, to super chat. And they said, get yourself a drink at Victoria Falls Lounge. So we came here just to chat a little bit for a little, catch up with everybody, say hi to all the new subscribers. But now we're headed back out. Hello, CC Handel. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Dan. Yeah, I guess he did. I don't know. We're not going to talk about that. Only positive talk here. Hello, Alexander from Phoenix. Hello, BW. Hello, Dennis from Michigan. Mouse Talk, what's going on? Says, that looks like the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Stay safe, everyone. We are here. Hello, Panda Bear. Hello, Harvey. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But congratulations, Harvey. Dan is over at the Polynesian, so the kids are worried. Do you think we'll lose power? I don't think so. Disney's one of the safest places to be. You want to be on Disney's power grid. I'm happy. I live close enough where I'm also on Disney's power grid. So I think we're in good shape. Plus, you're surrounded by a lot of hospitals. They have generators. Disney is the place to be for a hurricane. I would not be worried. That's why I wanted to come here and show all of you around some of the Disney resorts. Hello, Tracy from Michigan. So just found you. Stay safe. Thank you so much. Billy says, use my super chat for another drink. Thank you so much, Vince. I appreciate that. Hello, Bella from Pennsylvania. Look at this. I'm crushing this chat so hard right now. All right, we got to get up. Anything else I'm missing? If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. Peaches P, your birthday is on Saturday? The same birthday as Epcot? I think I knew that, actually. That's so exciting. We'll have to sing you happy birthday from Epcot this Saturday. Oh, Eric, I'm sorry. They were supposed to be at Shades of Green today. So sorry. I love Shades of Green. We have done a tour of that here on the channel as well. It's a great resort. It is the military resort here at Walt Disney World. It is fantastic. Paige Gelder says, I'm going to Disney World for the first time in May next year. Do you have any first-timer tips? I have a ton, but you're going to have to stay tuned. I can't go through all of them right now because everyone wants to see this weather. They want it all about Hurricane Ian. But go check out some of our other videos and jump in the Discord. We have 4 amazing travel agents in our Discord, and we have over 200 huge Disney fans in our Discord. The link is down below. They will definitely help you out. Also, over to Eric. Since you said you were going to stay at Shades of Green, I'm not sure if you're military or your family, but thank you so much for your service. No matter whether it's you or someone in your family, I really appreciate that, making that sacrifice for all of us. All right, I'm at 540 in the chat. Time to go walk around. Oh, thank you so much, TLOS. That's very sweet. Hello, Charles. Hello, Jason. Sorry, just as I read, I just want to keep talking to all of you. You're all so kind. All right, let's keep going. 5:40 when I come back. ENT, what's going on? Hello from Germany to Shoko. Duncan says, stay safe. Greetings from Duncan and Deborah in Virginia. Thanks for watching. JV Media says hello from Texas. I appreciate you watching as well. Animal Kingdom Lodge is beautiful. I'll give you another quick little tour. Like I said, we walked all around for the first hour or so of this video, but we'll go back and check it out. Fam VDPLOLEG. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it says hello from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch. My great-grandfather was the Baan family, B-A-A-N, who came over from Holland. We got a bunch of wooden shoes in our basement. All right, I'm officially caught up with the chat. Let's get out of here. Here we go. So right here next to me, this is Boma. A lot of you may have heard of Boma. That is the buffet restaurant here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I am in the Victoria Falls Lounge. It's kind of on this half floor between the bottom floor, which leads out to the pool area right there, as well as you can go up to the second floor. So this is like floor 1.5, which is the main lobby entry. So your lobby is the second floor. They were just playing some bingo. I think they had some music playing before. Let's see what they got over at the recreation. Beautiful resort. They got the nice fire pit inside right here. We walked actually outside to look at the animals earlier, and I got a little wet. But we're gonna go to this other little lookout, which is located right here on the second floor. Disney doesn't want to give themselves a bad name, but it looks like a lot of the animals that were out before have taken some refuge because I don't see them anymore. We saw some zebra earlier, some, what else do we see? Some water buck, some wildebeest, and I don't see them anymore. You can see the wind picking up here in the bushes and the palm trees. I love that fire pit too, Brian. Hi, Kenny, what's going on? We love Kenny. Hello, Charles. We got all of our food. We went to Publix the last 3 days. We gave Publix all of our money. We got tons of food at home, so we're set. Yeah, so I don't see any animals. The wind is looking like it's picking up a little bit. The rain looks like it's subsided a little bit. But again, it's been coming in waves, right? So it was raining a lot harder a few minutes ago. There was very little wind when I got here, almost like a breeze, and then it came in real strong. You see Disney's ready with the sandbags by the doors. You never know. Better to be safe than sorry. In here, where you have your telephones, ATM mailbox, as well as your fuel rod chargers. We've seen some characters wandering around the resort as well. That's the Maasai Bridge. You can get across there. The top floor here is their club level, so you need private access to get to the top, but you can walk around all the floors. Animal Kingdom Lodge. Beautiful resort. All right. They also have this neat little lounge area over here. Looks like they're watching the Seven Dwarfs, a little Snow White action. They got these fantastic photographs on the wall. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Drink is 14.
So yeah, this used to be a spot where you could just come hang out. Let's see if we see any animals out here. Is it open? Nope, locked. But there is a balcony outside here. You can normally go out and check it out. Oh, we got a few animals over here. Let's see if we got anything else out there. But we're gonna head over to Kidani and check it out over there as well, see if there's any animals out and what they're doing over at the Kidani Village. Yeah, it's a cool little lounge. How are you? Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Comfy couch. You got a nice table, get some work done. And the kids get to watch a movie. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Good music. So yeah, there's dance parties, bingo, all kinds of activities throughout the day to keep you and your family and their guests entertained when we're all hunkered down here. I do have to, actually, here, I'll show you guys some other stuff. All the hours of operation are posted right here up front as well. They also have a full schedule of activities for today. So if you're looking for stuff to do, I was showing this earlier, but from noon until 8, there's also Disney movies playing on 2 different channels in the rooms, as well as the Disney Entertainment and your normal television stations. The Zawadi Marketplace, we checked that out earlier. So if you missed any of the stream, you can always go back and check it out on the replay. It stays on YouTube forever, so you can rewind, fast forward. If you like when we sit down and chat, you can watch that. If you don't like it when you watch on a replay, you can fast forward right past it. I'm gonna sneak back down here for a moment. Because I have to make a quick run to the dentist. I don't know where I'm gonna put this thing though. And it's very crowded. Let's go to the one up here, shall we? If you are enjoying the stream, please help me out. Hit that like button. We just passed 500. That's amazing. I cannot thank you all enough for hanging out with me. And you are making my hurricane experience that much better and brighter. And hopefully we're bringing you a little bit of that Disney magic. And if you are watching in Florida, I hope you're staying safe. And a big thank to everyone who has sent well wishes. We hear you and we are grateful. Question for you. Where's the nearest restroom up here?
Past the fireplace, fire pit on the right side.
When I come back, I'm supposed to go to grab that. I'll give it to you now and I'll come right back. Is that cool? Thanks. Here's where you check in. I love just all the art and colors. Such a cool resort. And if you guys are here between November 1st and early January, this resort during the holidays is amazing. So well decorated, so beautiful. When we did that lookout, I should have said, if you're tuning, you can go down. This is open to everyone. Go outside, walk around, check it out. But with the wind and rain right now, we got some games going on. All right, I have to go to the dentist, but I need a safe place to put all of you that's not going to weird anybody out. How about... I don't know if it's safe to put you outside. It's a little windy. Oh, it's a lot of windy. You know what? Let's chance it. If you guys blow over, I apologize. And everyone in the chat, tell everybody else what happened. But I'm gonna put you here for one moment, give you this beautiful view, while I just run to the restroom real quick. Be right back. All right, we are back. Uh-oh. We're back just in time. We got a little bit of wind there. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys out of the gimbal for just a moment. I will put you back. It will be stable again in a second, but I think what I'm gonna do, because the wind and rain is picking up a little bit, is I'm just gonna hold you in my hand. And we're gonna take a little trip in my car over to Kidani, because that's gonna be safer than walking, as well as I'm sorry. as well as damaging my umbrella and the gimbal and the camera. So pardon, it'll be a little rough for a second, and then I will get, once I'm back in the car with you, because I'm gonna run through the rain. And then once I'm over at Kidani, we'll throw you in the gimbal. There you go, that's for you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Have a great day. Oh, the umbrella is moving. Come on, umbrella. Hold together. Steady as we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. So for those who are Animal Kingdom Lodge, we talked about earlier, is broken into two parts, Jambo House and Kidani Village. It is a massive resort, but they are not, it is quite the walk. You'll see as we drive it how far away they really are. So it is sometimes just more efficient, especially when you have some wind and rain, to just drive it on over. So pardon me for 1 second. I'm gonna put you guys, it's gonna get dark for 1 second. I promise you this will only take a minute. I'm gonna put you in my pocket, get in my car nice and safe, and then pop back out. So hang out for 1 second. I will be right back. Too many things. We're headed to Kidani Village. Safety first, gotta buckle up. I turned the Bluetooth off, I think we're good. Let's head to the other half of Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Would like to take a moment just to say thank you so much to all of you who have continued to watch. We did our first 2 hours here at Jambo House, giving you the update. So for those who don't know, I'll kind of walk you through all the Disney updates that I have so far. One, the parks are closed here and at Universal. All parks are closed today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. They're scheduled to reopen on Friday, but we're not sure if that's going to happen. That really, I think, is dependent on what goes on with this storm. They currently are not even allowing you to make new park reservations for Friday. You can see some of this debris on the ground. We have had some gusts. There is a tornado warning or watch, whatever it is, but it issued for this area. So we're keeping our eyes peeled. But I think a lot of the storm and the hurricane is really, we're gonna see what it's made of really tomorrow morning. So right now, we are just getting the beginning of it. It's currently 3 hours away from us, moving very slowly. Different reports saying anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it's a very slow moving storm. And we're hoping, you can see some of the debris here. We're hoping it loses steam before it gets to us. As you can see, this is quite the walk, which is why we're driving it instead. I'm gonna see if we can get lucky. There is a parking, you can see all this debris on the ground. now we are officially entering Kidani Village. Again, still part of Animal Kingdom Lodge. If you are enjoying the stream, please help me out. Hit that like button. It really does help. And if you're new, consider subscribing. We've gotten so many new subscribers, and I'm so excited to have you all here with us. We do fun stuff in the Disney parks and all the theme parks, a lot of traveling, a lot of different stuff. And you can see it all here on the channel. Go check it out and explore it after this stream is complete. We do pop-up live streams all the time, so the best way to find out what's going on would be to hit that subscribe button, but get the bell on and hit all notifications. You will not miss a live stream. This is normally the bus drop-off right here, but no Disney transportation running. There's no need for it because all the parks are closed. Disney Springs is closed, and you can't travel via resort to resort or hotel to hotel via bus. So no Disney buses. All the Skyliner gondolas are put away. I'm gonna see if I can just snag a spot. Yeah, let's just snag a spot in here real quick instead of the garage, and then we'll head into the lobby. This way we don't need the umbrella either. We'll just run in real quick and show everyone around. I'm gonna put you back in the gimbal before we run so it's not too shaky. Hold on one second. Oh boy, give me a sec. There we go. Put you guys in park, grab a quick drink of water. One of our good friends of the channel, Mel. Oh boy, never mind, we'll talk inside. What I was gonna say is, if you know about the new Margaritaville Resort, not Margaritaville Restaurant, it's actually only about 1 mile behind these trees right there. At night, sometimes you can see the top of it lit up. So it's very close, right on the other side of 192. I'll tell you one thing, it smells fantastic. I know this looks wild with the rain and the wind, but the smell coming out is amazing. They must be cooking some delicious food. Look at this, and it's hanging. And again, this storm's not really even supposed to hit us until tomorrow. But we got a situation. All right, let me dry you guys real quick. There we go. Here we are, Kidani Village. How beautiful is Kidani Village. Normally, if you're valeting, this would be your valet. You can drop your bags off. Your wet umbrellas are here. You can grab a towel to dry off. And it looks like we got fun happening right away. So to my left would be your check-in if you were staying at Kidani instead of Jambo House. To your right is their little shop here. This is open from 7 in the morning till 10 at night. It's called Johari Treasures. A little bit of a smaller store compared to the one over at Jambo House. But it's everything you need. You got your coffee, fountain sodas, some of your essentials, your dry goods, your cereals, your frozen goods, beer, wine, soda, liquor, soda, some salads and sandwiches ready to go, some Lunchables. Of course, you gotta have your Disney swag and your merch, a couple of bags back there. And here we go, we got some activities happening. I'm gonna run across. So another recreation cart, little dance party. And you have this beautiful view of where the animals are normally roaming freely out here. We're gonna go outside and check it out. I think it's open. And then we'll go downstairs, we'll walk all around. Again, I also just love that they have art everywhere. You got your rocking chairs, the quotes on the walls. They're all set up with the sandbags and towels by these doors. We are allowed outside. Let's see what we could find. When we were at Jambo, we saw a couple of, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We saw a couple of wildebeest and zebra. Some antelope. I don't see a lot of animals. Ooh, wow, there's one running over there. Can you see it? Can you see it? It just ran to the other side. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you got some wildebeest and animals right there. I am out in the rain. I gotta move back. So it looks like some elands. Ooh. Uh-oh. The wildebeest are the darker, more grayish black four-legged friends towards the rear of the photo. And I believe walking towards us, I think those are elands, Patterson's elands. With what I call the back-scratching horns. But yeah, this has got to be fun for them. I mean, I used to love playing in the rain. When we used to get some hurricanes when I was a kid on Long Island, my dad was a little bit of a maniac, so he would let us run outside and play until it got too serious. Some trees would come down, and my mom would be like, Hank, get the kids inside. And then as an adult, I've dealt with some pretty serious storms. I was in construction management and general contracting during Superstorm Sandy in New York, and where I was doing schools and hospitals. Lot of work. I know, crazy me, right? Maniac Pete, but I was overseeing around $40 to $50 million worth of work, and it was a wild time rebuilding schools. We had Long Beach schools, was our biggest project. We had to close the entire district. It was all underwater. But anyway, enough about me. More about, look at this storm. So Kidani Village does go all the way around. So those rooms that we're looking at across the way here, that's the other tip of Kidani Village, and it makes a big horseshoe and goes all the way around this way. It is a long walk. If there was a downfall to this beautiful resort, it's if you get a room that's at the end, far away from the lobby, you got a hike. You can see all the sandbags along the windows here, just in case. Some more of those animals right there. You know, the Patterson eland are some of the heaviest antelope in the world. They can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Pretty ridiculous. I'm going to say these are at the 1K territory. You can hear and see this wind picking up. And this is what I'm talking about by those gusts. That it'll be nice and calm for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, boom shakalaka. You can see this whole, it looks like these palm trees, just one side was just wrecked. And all of that debris on the ground coming off the trees. I'm going to try and get you a better view of these animals on the other side. There's a viewing area like this on the other side of this glass view structure that we were just inside of. Let's see if I can go get you a better view. They also get a little Christmas tree here during the holidays. They put it right where all these kids are playing. But just look at some of the glass work here in the lobby. Like, it is beautiful. And all the thatched roofing inside and outside. Glorious. Such a beautiful resort. So there's an indoor viewing area here with the rocking chairs, but we're gonna go outside and see if we can see those animals running around. Yeah, they're right in front of us. And it's much drier over here. So there's a few of the elands right there, just having a little feast. Again, for those asking about the animals, Disney does take excellent care of their animals. So if they are ever in danger, they will take them in. Oh, check out some of the little smaller guys out there. They're not springboks. You know how you know they're not springboks? Springboks I call the graham cracker of the wild because they have the little tiny chocolate strip in the middle. They got that graham cracker and white line. So you get your chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker. That's the three colors that they look like. Lots of room to roam. Usually out here you'll see some giraffe as well, some zebra. You see a few of the wildebeest out there. Normally wildebeest will travel in much larger packs. They are the largest grazing antelope and they form massive herds. Really, they're just constantly in search of fresh grass. Look at this one, taking a little snooze. And again, just to show you some of the winds, you can see it in the trees. I don't know if you can see the rain like I do, but pretty crazy. Oh, we got some games going on inside. Let's go inside and check it out. Oh, got some dominoes. We got another game going on over here by the fireplace. Clue. Oh, Lauren, they're playing Clue. We love Clue. Right in front of the fireplace with the animals outside. I mean, yeah, you can't go into the parks, but these are memories you will never forget, as I was saying earlier. You gotta turn a negative into a positive. Playing some dominoes outside the window. We got some seating areas. We got Rapunzel is on TV. Or I should say Tangled. Just a great little room to hang out, you know, with fantastic views. I love that they're playing Clue right there by the fireplace. There's your telephone ATM. You can see by some of the windows and the ground, the towels are already laid out. So if you were headed to the transportation parking, they have parking garages here. So they're below the rooms. So you can get down to the parking garages this way. There's an arcade and a community hall over here as well. This is the community hall. You see we got some painting going on. We got some billiards, a little pool happening. We got some foosball. There's some computers back there.
And maybe some plastic bags and jump slots.
A lot of people painting. And look at these views of the animals. I'm going to go out here too. They did leave some tables and a little table, some chairs out here as well. So you could just kind of sit and check out the animals. I think I'm going to do that really quick while I talk with all of you. We'll just do a little moment of zen with these animals for a minute while I go back and see what I missed here in the chat. All right, so I'm going to say hi to some people I haven't said hi to yet. What's going on, Mr. Murphy? Charles, how are you? Where's the Adventures by Carney ponchos? We should make those. They'll be a lot cheaper than the Disney ones. Hello, Paige Gelder from England. So again, a lot of people asking about the animals. We talked about it many times, so I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but just to, I want to answer as many people as possible. Disney does take excellent care of their animals, and if they do need or find a reason why they need to go in, they will put them in. Some animals are already not out here, and other animals love this weather, so they're fine to be out here. Bring on the Carney carnage. Hello, William Sanchez. Hello from Puerto Rico. Stay safe. You too. Puerto Rico. My thoughts and prayers are Puerto Rico too. You guys have a lot going on in Puerto Rico. So sending you some positive vibes as well. Hello, Matter Hatter. Says so many streamers in the Animal Kingdom. You know, I thought I was the only one. I guess I started a trend. William Sanchez says, the food options. Yes, so all the restaurants are open. Chico, I believe, is opening later on today. I mean, it wasn't open when we first checked it out around 3:30, so I don't know what the story is. But I know, like, the buffets are open, all the quick service areas are open, the shops are open. So there is plenty to eat. Disney's also going to make sure that people don't go hungry. We were talking with Jay earlier, who's staying here, and he said, you know, the food takes a little bit of time, but it is here and it is available. So there are food options. There's plenty of food options. Also, in the past, Disney has also even passed out sandwiches if there's not enough to go around, or if people are like really just craving food. But right now, I think everything is going just fine. Kathy Hunt, how are you? Matt Hatter says, it's so cool. I've never seen this resort. Yeah, it's massive. We went to Jambo first for the first 2 hours, and now we are over at Kidani Village. Kathy Hunt says, when is it supposed to hit Orlando? Supposed to hit us tomorrow. It could be overnight tonight. We'll start to see it. Says, are you all safe on the lower floor? I believe so. I believe the parks will be reopen for sure on Saturday. I think we might get a delayed start on Friday, if anything. But as of right now, they haven't said anything about Friday, just today and tomorrow. I really do believe it depends on the storm itself. Hello to our society. Again, for those asking if the parks will be closed this weekend, I truly believe they will be open Saturday and Sunday, without a doubt. The airport is supposed to reopen Friday at 10:30 a.m. Again, that could get pushed, but that's what they're saying right now. And also, Disney and Universal are only technically closed today and tomorrow. Disney has suspended reservations for the parks for Friday in terms of new reservations, but we'll see what happens. I think that it's really, we're in a wait and see situation because this storm could do anything. Oh, thanks, Ryan. So I think I'd watch a live stream all day with a view of the storm. Izzo, thank you so much for reminding me. Yes, please hit that like button. If we hit 600, that would be, what an accomplishment. Holy cow, that would be something special. First placer said, just subscribe. Thank you so much. I love that we have all these new subscribers. It makes me so happy. Way to make a positive out of a negative. You know, we have this giant Hurricane Ian coming through, causing all this devastation. And I'm hoping I'm bringing a little bit of Disney magic to you and showing you something new. And you guys are, in turn, really just putting a smile on my face by helping to support this channel. And I'm just happy that I get to bring you a little bit of Disney magic. So again, we are at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge in Orlando, Florida, at Walt Disney World. It's broken into two different parts. We were at Jambo House earlier. We are at Kidani Village now. Cheryl's watching while cooking. I hope it turns out delicious. Hello, Tyler Travel. Great to see you. Timmy Ray the King says, hello, everyone. My prayers go out to the people of Florida. Same here. We hope everyone in Florida is staying safe. Make sure you follow all your procedures. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Sorry that the car was screaming for help. Hey, Joe Silver. Great to see you. SeaWorld is also closed today. I always leave out SeaWorld. I should talk about SeaWorld. But it is also closed today and tomorrow. No news on Friday yet. I think all three of the theme parks kind of all wait for each other. Andy says we hit 6,000 subs. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. We just went by the 6,000 subs mark. That is amazing. Thank you so, so much. This is some people's first time seeing Kidani Village. That's nice.
No, they're doing good.
Yes, there really is. Today there is Disney transportation is suspended. There's no reason for it. They can't have Skyliners. The gondolas obviously will not run in this wind. So those are all parked, tucked away, and off of the line. Those are all stored right at the Caribbean Beach Station. The monorails are all tucked away, I believe. I haven't gone over there yet, but I believe they're probably going to be in their garages behind the Magic Kingdom. And you don't need buses because there's no Disney Springs. You cannot take buses from resort to resort. And the parks are all closed, so there's no need for buses. Which is the right thing to do because those drivers finally get some time off. They can be with their family, friends, and loved ones. You forget about all these Disney cast members who also have houses and places to go home and take care of, and loved ones and kids and grandparents. So you got to be nice to your cast members. And I'm happy that a few of them get to be home today. And to everyone who's here, the recreation, security, you guys know, the bellhops, everyone in the front of the house and back of the house, the cooks who are cooking all the food and servers, they're doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, you ready? Go. Yeah. We're all ready.
Ronald Lee asked, do they have any alligators and crocodiles in the park? So at Animal Kingdom, the theme park, not here, there are crocodiles on the Kilimanjaro Safari. And in terms of alligators, you could look almost anywhere in Florida and you'll probably spot one. Hello, Shara M says, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's staying safe. Me too. Joey M says, Long Island in the house, my home. Nice to see you, Joey. Zazu says, I can't believe the animals aren't in a safe enclosure. A lot of the animals are. Keep in mind, Disney has a lot of different species of animals, but these animals are okay to be out in this weather. Disney knows what they're doing. There's no way they would take a chance on their animals. Disney is very much in the spotlight at all times. And they have some of the best animal professionals around. If you want to watch a great behind the scenes about the animals, check out Disney Plus. They're bringing back a second season of, I forget the name of the show, but it's something along the lines of like Behind the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? You guys want to be in the stream? Isn't this nice? You guys are used to heat and humidity. Now you got a nice cool breeze, a gentle mist. This is nice, right? Sir, do you have time to talk about your extended warranty? Yes? No? I got some fresh sod. What do you think? What? Maybe? 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 No? All right, I'll throw in fertilizer for a year. It's organic, non-GMO. Just a few questions for the stream. We have people from all over the world watching. They need to know. How do you feel about this Hurricane Ian? You don't know what a hurricane is. Okay, all right, you're not interested? Okay, have a good day.
Hey, I got an animal.
Go watch the animal.
Why is it not fall?
What?
Why?
It's raining. It's just not raining on hard right now.
Oh, mommy. Mommy. What are we doing?
Campfire, let's do it.
Mommy.
That is not what children send us down.
Mommy, there's no campfire.
It's inside, baby.
I need everything.
You need everything for it?
Let's
So let's
go.
go. Oh, you need everything for that? We'll get it for you guys. I need everything. I don't
Carry
know.
on already.
Oh,
Carry on already.
Janice April Bautista says, will the parks reopen by Saturday? I think so. I'm almost positive. We are supposed to have gorgeous weather Saturday. So I have a feeling if we're going to have gorgeous weather, keep in mind, Disney parks never close. So I'm sure they have teams ready overnight, not only Thursday night to get everything back in working order to open on Friday if possible, but if there is severe damage, I'm sure they're going to work all through the night Thursday as long as they can Friday, maybe even delayed opening. Maybe they'll open like around lunch Friday. I don't see how they could also be closed on Saturday. We're supposed to have gorgeous weather on Saturday. And it's Epcot's 40th. So, I mean, we don't want to miss that. Again, sorry for some of the repetition for all those watching. I know a lot of new people are coming in and asking those important questions. Yeah, we're in the middle of a hurricane. And I know a lot of people are kind of moving and their travel plans around. Should they come to town? Should they not? I know one of our favorite people here on the channel, Armbandido, Nelson, and his family are still on the fence whether they should come down or not because they were supposed to be here for a nice, I think a 4 or 5 day trip, and now their flights got pushed back all the way to Saturday or Friday night. So is it worth just coming for a quick weekend? Is the airport going to be crazy? So there's a lot to consider. Again, I'm an optimist, so I think all right, you'll have half the people would have canceled, the other half the airlines are going to take care of, do the best they can. I think the airports will be fine. But again, I am a crazy optimist. Big thank you again to everybody. It's super cool. So today we passed 6,000 subscribers. So very big day, and you guys are all a part of that. So while this is a rough time or devastating hurricane, there's a positive note there. This is Nick's DVC home. That's super cool. What a beautiful resort to call your DVC home. Hello, CC Muffin. Matt Hatter says, are there any SEA references there? I'm not sure, actually. It's a great question. Yes, Dawn is completely correct in the chat. The Nomo 5 says, looking forward to being there in about a week and a half. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. Hello, Michelle says, this is funny. Tom's live just ended, so I came over to beat. Well, I'm glad because I was live first. How dare he? But I don't want to get into that. But I'm happy you came back over. And thanks to everyone who's been here all the way through and who has subscribed and liked. You guys are amazing. You're creating some magic for me. Steven, I agree. So during the holiday season, they have a gingerbread giraffe you can buy here in the Kidani lobby. I believe you could also buy it over at Jumbo as well, and it is fantastic. So if you're here during the holidays from November 1st to early January, get yourself a gingerbread giraffe. It's fantastic. This is also a very true and fun fact. And Kenny just reminded me of it, but I know it's true, and it's a great fact, that Animal Kingdom Lodge has the largest collection of African art outside of Africa. Isn't that wild? Between here at the Kidani Village and the Jumbo House. It's crazy. People are asking when the hurricane is supposed to hit Orlando. Again, anything can happen with this storm. As you saw, it was supposed to hit, Tampa, and then it made landfall down in Fort Myers instead. So we don't know if it's even going. Right now, it's projected to come right at us, but it could change direction. It could slow down. It could dissipate as it goes across land. But they're saying it could happen sometime either as early as overnight tonight or tomorrow afternoon, and we will keep you posted. I'll be doing as many streams as I can from different properties in Disney, and if I can't go out because it's too dangerous, we'll be doing a stream from my place. We'll show you the weather outside from my balcony, and we're going to do a little cooking show tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed, you got the bell on, and turn on all notifications, and you can hang out with me. Thank you so much. BW says good stuff, Pete. Hello, Simon. Hello, Tony. Modern Gamer says, I have 2 family members at Disney, so thanks a million for taking the time to stream. It is my pleasure. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate that. Also, I constantly forget to mention the Discord, but you got to jump in our Discord. It's where we talk all things Disney, all things about that happened on the stream, things you want me to stream, ideas for streams, things you liked, you didn't like. It's a great way to get in touch with me or direct message me. So go check out the Discord. It's linked below. It's linked here in the chat. And there's several different channels. It's an amazing community of over 200 people, all of us, and everyone's kind, sweet, nice, very positive. No room for negativity in there. So if you're a negative person, maybe it's not for you. But I would definitely recommend checking out the Discord. And if you do have travel questions, we have 4 amazing travel agents in that community that can answer almost any question when it comes to Disney. And if you like fun facts, bad jokes, that's all in there too. Or if you like weather reports from all around the world, we have people from all around the world. It's just a fantastic community. So go check out the Discord. And any questions I may not be able to answer for you today on the stream, you could definitely ask there. And somebody in there will know what's going on. Somebody asked, can you freely walk around Disney right now? Well, you can't walk into the parks. All the parks are closed. Disney Springs is closed. You can't get into Disney Springs either. But if you're staying at a Disney resort, oh, look at these guys playing over there. But if you're staying, oh, they're playing with that branch. But if you're at a Disney resort, you can freely wander around your own Disney resort. Okay, I got a spot on my back. You scratch it. Again, just, oh, I'm sorry. Welcome into everybody. A lot of similar questions. Again, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld closed today and tomorrow. No update on Friday yet. Disney has suspended park reservations, so no new reservations can be made. The airport is still closed from 10:30 this morning until 10:30 a.m. Friday. And there's been no other updates since then. I will keep you posted. And again, if you're in the Discord, we have 4 travel agents who are all over it. Look at this guy playing over here. And as of right now, you can see we get a couple of gusts of wind every once in a while. We have rain on and off, different levels of intensity. But it's really not supposed to hit us until late tonight or tomorrow morning. Really depends on the speed. It could pick up speed. It could lose speed. It might change direction. It could go back out to the Gulf. It could go across the Atlantic. So, you know, there's no control here. It's kind of a wait and see. These animals right here, I believe, are wildebeest right there. For those who asked.
Coming out, Cammy? What? We go to the arcade?
Yes.
What's Mommy saying?
CC Muff said Uber Eats must be having fun. Well, there's not a lot of restaurants that are still open. A lot of the restaurants in this area I know closed earlier today, and I think a lot of them are announcing that they're closing tomorrow. And if there's some brave Uber Eats drivers, take care of your Uber Eats drivers if you're in Florida. Tyler says, oh, I forgot to hit the like button, but I'm doing it now. Thanks so much. It's the beauty of the like button. You can hit it any time. I hope I'm saying your name right. Maasai says, are you at Kidani? Yes, we are at Kidani Village at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge here in Orlando, Florida at Walt Disney World. Pat, oh my God, I didn't even look at the time. Pat, are we still bowling tonight? Or with this tornado warning, are we calling it tonight? Hello, Matthew Vaughn. Yeah, Pat, how is the vibe over at Universal? Maybe I'll go do a Universal stream either tonight or tomorrow. Hello to Tiffany Johnson. Hello, Robbie Wells. Stephen Noon, I like those as well. Robbie Wells Music says, I'm here in South Florida now and it's pretty crazy. Oh, wow, stay safe. Again, anyone in Florida, please make sure you're doing the right thing and following whatever your local jurisdiction is telling you. We got guys like Robert D here in the chat who are out there saving the world. And again, sometimes you're not even putting your own life in danger. You're putting others' lives in danger by staying behind. So make sure you're following. Here's a nice gust. Oh, look at the animals go. Head for the hills. Hello, Simon. Thanks, Dawn. Says Pete is a streaming trendsetter today. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Hello, Cameron. Says, hi, finally just got here preparing myself for my new TV. Congrats. Hello from myself and Mackenzie. Hi, Mackenzie. We love Mackenzie. I got to meet Mackenzie on our Patreon phone call last week. We're going to be doing more Patreon Zoom calls soon. So big shout out to all the Patreons. I could not have and do this channel without all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all the Patreons. And if you're able to help out and be a Patreon, it's patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. And if you're not able to, honestly, just subscribing, hitting that like button is such a compliment. While we look at these animals too, just a reminder, if you want to see what goes on in between the streams and some of the craziness and mayhem from my life, if you're looking for just theme park stuff, a lot of that is on Twitter. My handle is @yourWDWguy. If you want to just see all the mayhem from my life, my Instagram is @officialcarney. I also have a TikTok, Adventures by Carney, and we have that amazing Discord that I was talking about earlier. We're on the waiting list, Pat? All right, good to know. You gotta let me know. Oh, so there we go. Stephen Noon, my resident genius, says Gico isn't normally open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and they're currently using it as a cast member lounge. That makes sense. You need a place for these cast members to go since they are here taking care of everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Gotta take care of the cast members. Thank you, BW. Says, killing it. Good for you, Pete. I appreciate that. Dawn says, hit that thumbs up, friends. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ryan. So Ryan is an employee over at SeaWorld. He gets our SeaWorld information and says, I think they're holding off announcing anything because we're going to see how much we got to clean up and how long that will take. Katie Thompson says, how fast are winds expected to, once they're there at Disney? So again, these are all projections. Right now, we have gusts up into the 40s when I last checked. But if we do get a Category 1 with a direct hit, we could see winds higher than 100 miles per hour. Right now, we have warnings that they could be sustained in the 70s or maybe it's gusting in the 70s. But if we do get that Category 1 as a direct hit, we could see higher than 100. Robert D, there we go. So he knows better than me, and he's got much more instant information at his fingertips because he works in emergency services. Right now, the latest I've seen at Walt Disney World is that there's sustained winds at 70, gusts are even higher. Wow, already. I didn't think it was that high already. So there you have it. Robert D has a wealth of knowledge on the situation, so definitely take what he says seriously. And he also updates us in our Discord as well, so thanks so much to Robert for always keeping us informed. Leanne Stewart says, subscribe. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys from Napa, California. Thank you so much, Leanne. I really appreciate you saying that and subscribing. That means so, so much, and I really appreciate it. Tal, what's going on? How are you? Hello, Mickey C. Meredith Whitley, how are you? Says, please stay safe and thank you for helping us stay informed on our happy place. That is my honor and privilege. Thank you so much. Robin Foose says, liked and subscribed. Thanks so much, Robin. Martin Finnemore says, doesn't look like too much wind there. Yeah, it comes in waves. And again, it's really not supposed to hit us for, at least, I think, another 12 hours or so. But we'll see. Upgrade says, what about Busch Gardens? Busch Gardens is closed completely today. They were supposed to get hit a lot harder when we were nervous about that hitting the Tampa area. They're not far from Tampa Bay, but since it's made landfall much further south in the Fort Myers area, it's now coming across the state, it looks like. But you never know. Storms have a mind of their own, so it's very much a wait and see. And all we can do, if you're not here in Florida, is just keep doing what you're doing, sending those positive vibes, help where you can, check in on your loved ones, and let's see what happens. Just, send those positive vibes. And again, big thank you to everyone who subscribed because we did surpass 6,000 subscribers today. So you made my day very special, and I really do appreciate that. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much driving around Disney tonight. There is a tornado warning in effect. Also, holding a camera while driving in hurricane and tornado conditions is not the safest thing to do for me and other people on the road. So I think I'm going to just show you a little bit more of Kidani while I'm here, and then I'll probably call it a day. This was a much longer stream than I anticipated. And then tomorrow we'll do a wait and see what the news is saying, see what the storm is doing. And if I can go out and it's safe, I'll go out tomorrow. If not, we'll do a stream from home. I'll show you the weather from our balcony here in Orlando. I live about 5 minutes from Disney Springs, so I'm very close to the parks. I'm about 7 minutes from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And then we'll do a little cooking stream tomorrow because a lot of people have been asking about that and they want us to do another cooking stream. We're going to do Italy edition. Lauren is making her famous Sunday sauce with meatballs. I'm doing my chicken parmesan. It's going to be a fun stream tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you're subscribed. You got the bell on. Frederic. I'm not the best French-speaking person. I'm more of a... I'm not the best. But anyway, hello from France, he says. And hello. So happy to have some friends in France watching. Kathy makes a good point too. Sometimes putting the animals away in their enclosures might stress them out even more. Again, you got to just trust Disney and know what they're doing. They are professionals. They have a whole team of professionals that know a heck of a lot more about animals than I do. Gumby says hello from Hawaii. Who would have thought that Gumby resides in Hawaii now? You deserve it. Andrew says hello from Buffalo, New York. Hope you're safe out there. Robin is from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania checking in. We got a few people in Pennsylvania in here. There's some of that wind. The parks are closed, Gumby. We are at Animal Kingdom Lodge in the Kidani Village. Hello, Cheryl Mason says, good, I'll be there Sunday. Yeah, you should have the parks will be cleaned up, beautiful, great weather by Sunday. You'll be in good shape. Hi, Michael Shermer. Yeah, this is not bad, right? If you were a guest here at Kidani Village, this is not a bad view at all. Disney Springs is closed. Just the resorts are open because that's where the guests are, but the parks and Disney Springs are all closed. Yeah, as Mickey says, this isn't their first hurricane, and Disney is ready. They have all these plans set up. In other news, I just found out, and I don't know if this is 100% true because it's coming from somebody in the chat, but it sounds legit. It says the Disney Wish will be delayed getting back into Port Canaveral because the port will likely be closed on Friday. That would be fun for me. Keep me cruising. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, all the big theme parks are closed. Busch Gardens, here, Universal, SeaWorld, all closed today and tomorrow, and still waiting on Friday. I'm being told to give a big shout out to Ben. Hi, Ben. Thanks for watching. And hello to GR1977. Hello to Cindy watching in Southern California. Hello, Sharecat. Yeah, as I just mentioned, we're going to do a little Italian meal tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you got the bell on. Hello, Gianna says, I'm in Disney too. Awesome. Safest, best place to be during a hurricane down here. And like I've been saying all stream, you know what? I know people would much rather be in the parks, and it's a little unfortunate to be quote-unquote cooped up here in your resort. But this is a very rare experience that only a very small handful of people can ever say they got to experience. So I say make the best of it. Enjoy the memories. Watch the kids' faces as they get to meet the characters, do the activities, and take advantage of really exploring and getting to know your resort. The resorts are gorgeous. And sometimes we just run in from the parks, pass out, go to sleep. And now you really have an opportunity to enjoy them, explore, and learn more about them. Hello, Nola. So I just got word from Kenny, and Kenny is pretty reliable, that guests are being asked to stay in their rooms starting at 9 p.m. tonight. So yeah, I mean, we're going to start to get hit with some of that storm tonight, as we've been saying. Again, the eye, I think, comes a little bit later, but as the eye gets closer, we're going to get hit with a bunch of stuff. If you've ever seen The Day After Tomorrow, the eye's not even that bad. It's when you get close to the eye, that's when the problems begin. Hello, Tony. Hello, Sky Dreamer. We've been talking about the animals all stream, but yes, the animals are safe, and Disney is doing all the right things. I can promise you that. Don S. says winds are at 130 miles an hour in Punta Gorda, Florida right now. Yeah, this is no joke. So please, again, if you are living in Florida, please follow your rules and regs. Do the right thing. Bob Baker says, are you able to drive around property or are you stuck at the hotel? I think they're encouraging everyone to stay indoors at their hotels. I'm not going to go drive around property when I leave here. I'm going to go straight home to Lauren, have some dinner, and be safe, and then wait out the storm. I wanted to come here earlier just to show everyone a little bit of what it's like to experience a hurricane at Disney, because I find it, again, very interesting, and I'm sure other people do as well. And I like to stream things that I would watch if I was sitting at home. So here we are. What's up? The real JETN in the house. Hello, Tiffany Cook says, I'm new. Welcome, Tiffany Cook. So great to have you here. HM and Fem says, I bet the animals are loving this. I know I would be loving this. I'm the same way. I would be running around out there right now if I could. Lauren's the one who's like, get inside. Hello, and HM and Fam says they're a new watcher. This is super cool. Thanks so much. Armbandido's here. I was just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? Thanks to Shelly for posting the link to the Patreon in the chat. Richard Prescott says, what other Disney parks expecting compared to Irma? I think they're hunkered down just as well as they were for Irma, if not maybe a little bit more. With Irma, I don't know if they closed for 2 days preemptively. I think it was a 1 day preemptive, and they went from there. This is pretty serious. This will be one of the bigger storms we've seen here if it does continue on its path. But again, anything can happen. So everything is pretty much speculation at this point. It's just prepare the best you can, hope for the best, and that's about it. That's all you can do. And that's why I'm here streaming and trying to bring a little bit of Disney magic out to everyone else, because it can be a little grim when you see some of these forecasts, especially with some of the news, you know, making these big headlines and these big guesses and assumptions. You don't know what's going to happen. No one does. The storm has a mind of its own, and I know there's experts who can predict as best they can, but it's very much a wait and see. And again, you prepare, and this is all you can do. Hello, Leanne Stewart. Says that's some wicked wind. Thanks to Robert for posting the link to the Discord in the chat. Yeah, so last night they had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We were in the parks yesterday. If you missed it, we tried to show some of the preparation for the storm. We went to Magic Kingdom first, where they weren't preparing too much because they didn't want to cancel that Mickey's Not So Scary. So they left everything up, but they did start prepping at Epcot. We went over to Epcot as well. We went over to Hollywood Studios as well. And I'm sure last night, all throughout the night, they have a lot to take down over there. Because again, right now, all those autumn, fall, and Halloween decorations are up. So they got to take all those down. On top of that, all the banners, anything that's not securely fastened to a building has to come down. And I believe a lot of those 50th decorations on the castle and around the park have to come down too. So they had a big undertaking last night and today. I think it's another reason why they closed today. A bunch of us thought they might even do a half day, like let people in the parks this morning, but I think it was just too much work to do, and why take chances? Lynette is telling us in the chat there's already more than 1 million people without power in Florida. That's crazy. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers to all of you. I hope your batteries are charged, your flashlights are ready. You got plenty of food on reserves. If you have coolers, fill them with ice. You know, people, if you have a plumbing issue, other recommendations we've heard is fill up your bathtub with water. So at least you could flush your toilets with some of that water to pour it into your tank, because you may not be, the plumbing could be an issue. There's a lot to consider in these situations. Thank you so much, Bill Doherty, my man. So congrats on 6,000 subscribers and over 660 likes. Yes, it's a great day. It's a great day despite everything that's happening, and I hope everyone is staying safe in Florida. But there has been joy brought to me by all of you by helping me out with the channel. So thanks so much. You're making my day a lot better. Kenny Sieracki says, glad you're staying safe and streaming. Yeah, absolutely. Judy Harvey said, I just liked and subscribed. Stay safe. Great to watch. Thank you so much, Judy. I really appreciate that. Glenn L says, hello from Jersey. What's going on? We got a bunch of people from Jersey in the house. Flickamabin says, hey from London, UK. Hope you all stay safe. Thank you so much for the well wishes, and thanks for being here with us. Alex says, we've gone to any other resorts? I was thinking about going to a few others today, but with the tornado warning and things kind of picking up, I think once I'm done here at Kidani, I'll probably head home, make some dinner, and hang out with my other half. And then we'll wait and see what happens. But I'll be chatting in the Discord, so you can jump on the Discord, and we'll see what happens with the storm for tomorrow. I'll definitely be live, whether it's out and about tomorrow or from our house. And Friday, if anything reopens in the Orlando area, I will go and check it out, as long as it's safe. Josh is saying the northwest side of the hurricane is the worst part. Just hunker down and stay safe. Stay away from the windows. You know, Dawn, sometimes I make movie references. Hello, Mariana. Mariana says, hello. How are you? I'm from Argentina. We got a few Argentinians in the house. People from all over the world, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here with us. Thanks for thinking about us Floridians, and hopefully we're bringing you a little bit of joy from Disney. We're watching some animals out here now. We're going to head back inside in a minute, but it's nice and quiet, and I got a nice view just to say hi to all of you before I go back inside. Upgrade says, I was in Port Orleans for Irma. Yeah, that was a crazy time. Judy said, a while back, I really enjoyed your vlog on Abracadabra. You had so much fun inside. Yeah, I had such a great time there. Once this stream does end, if you guys are looking for some extra content besides the, to take breaks from some of the Hurricane Ian news, we have a ton of content here on the channel. Even though we're relatively new, over the last year and a half, we've really put a lot of time, work, and effort into it. And there's a lot of different kind of videos. We have all different kinds of playlists. We do a lot of different things. So check out the channel, explore it, say hi. And if you're going to watch old videos, leave some comments on those old videos so I know you're watching and I will respond to you. Since I'll be hunkered down the next day and a half, I'll be responding to comments. So go watch some old videos and come say hi. And I just saw, who was that? Oh, I just saw a PayPal come across the top. Thank you so much to whoever just PayPal'd. I will say thank you on the next stream. I'll go write it down when I get done with this one. But thank you to anyone who helps. Again, I could not do this channel without all the Patreons. You guys mean the world to me, so thank you so much to all the Patreons. And thanks to everyone who's super chatted today and any time ever. It really means a lot. Thanks to anyone who ever sent a Venmo or a PayPal. Hanging out at Disney could be a little bit pricey. And, it does take a little bit of time to build a YouTube channel. So you guys are the reason I'm here and the reason I enjoy doing this and the reason, you make me so happy. This is great. It's the best thing ever. Hello, James. James A. What's going on? Thanks, Mariana. That's very sweet. Jacob Loves Disney says, hello, this is my first time watching you. I hope you are safe during the hurricane and can't wait to see the rest of your Disney content. Thanks for streaming today. Thanks so much, Jacob. Thanks for saying hi here in the chat as well. Don S. in the chat says, according to recent radar, Walt Disney World's right on the edge of the worst of the storm, expected to hit in an hour or two. I don't know if it's going to hit directly, but I mean, yes, we're already seeing some of the storm. It is a very large storm. It's extremely wide. I mean, it hit Fort Myers just 3 hours south of us, and right now it's in Fort Myers, and it's a very slow-moving storm. So we will wait and see what happens. We're just going to hope for the best. Thank you so much. That was you, Armbandido. Nelson, you're the best. Says Pete, I just sent you a PayPal for hitting 6,000 subscribers. That is so kind. Thank you so much. You're the best. Nikon wants us, hey, Pete, looks like a rough 24 hours coming up. Did we mention... was there a convention today? I don't know. I just wanted to come out and stream. I wasn't doing it because anyone else was doing it. I told Lauren last night we did 2 streams of the Disney prep, and I said if they don't close the parks, I'm going to go to the parks tomorrow and keep showing people how Disney prepares for a hurricane. And once they shut down the parks, I said, it'd be really interesting is I have friends at 5 or 6 of the different Disney resorts currently. So I said it would be interesting to show people what goes on at the Disney resorts during a hurricane. And so that's why I'm here. I mean, if other people vlog too, great. But I'm so glad you guys found my channel. Speaking is hard. And I couldn't be more grateful. All right, so one last view here of the savannah. We're going to head back inside and show you some more of the Kidani Village here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Some TV, there's that schedule. You can paint some ceramics here. They got beads. Look at all the fun things you can do during a hurricane. Paint your cups. Watch a movie. All these projects. You can play some pool, some foosball. There's another arcade here. So there's arcade both at Jumbo as well as here. And during the hurricane, they have given you free play. So free play. Safari So Good Arcade is on free play for your enjoyment every day from 3:30 to 4:30. Well, so let's see what this arcade looks like compared to the other one. After you.
Thank you.
That's pretty decent size. I want to tear somebody up in some air hockey. You can get a massage while your kids play some games. They got the photo booth. Ride some motorcycles. Sorry. So again, this resort wraps all the way around to the other side of that little mini savannah we were just looking at. It is a massive resort, and you see around the doors already, there's sandbags set up and the towels around the windows. More of that art, as Kenny was saying, this is the largest collection of African art outside of Africa here at Kidani Village and Jambo House, the Animal Kingdom Lodge. How are you? Thanks for being here. This is that other rec room where we had some people playing Clue by the fire, some dominoes, you could watch a movie, another animal viewing area. Let's look at how cool that is. Come on. Let's see if we can see anything cool out here. I'm gonna let you guys hang for 1 second. And I will be right back. Nobody move a muscle. Just say nice things to each other. And oh, look at that. We're only 18 likes away from 700. Can we make it happen? Can we make it happen? What a record that would be. That would be the most likes we've ever gotten, ever.
No. Oh yeah, I see Maddie. Hold on, I see her. Maddie. Where are you going? Alright, you guys ready?
All right, I'm back. Woo-hoo-hoo. Winds from the east. So I haven't shown you something yet. I know we spent a lot of time with animals and lobby and running around, but I haven't shown you downstairs where that famous Sanaa bread service is served. They do have these QR codes to keep you posted. So let's head downstairs. Look at that, we went over 700 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. You are amazing. You have made my day. So here's Sanaa, everyone, home of the famous bread service, and I will say it lives up to the hype. Everyone that's told you to come here and get the bread service, you have to come do it and get that secret sauce if you like spicy. Can I just show everyone a quick peek from here? Does that mind? Thanks. So here's what the place looks like, and if you want, when you get your seat, you can sit along the windows and you can see the animals. They also have a bar. You can come in and sit by the bar, which I think I'm gonna end up doing a lot more often. Imagine bread service while having some cocktails at the bar, and they got a TV in there. But the whole restaurant's beautiful, lots of artwork. And if you're lucky enough, you might get seated along the windows and you can see the animals running by and feeding and hanging out. And if it wasn't a hurricane, you might even see giraffes right outside the window and zebras. Super cool, super beautiful. I've met the chef. He is amazing. The food is all fantastic. It is not too aggressive. I know some people get a little afraid of those African flavors, but it is so well done. It is so delicious. Take some time out of your day to do some bread service. And I will say, it's filling. So keep that in mind. Share it with someone if you're gonna do some entrees. If you're doing it with just you or one other person, I would say eat the bread service first and then move on, because you're gonna have a lot of food. So this is kind of the Sanaa waiting area. You can make your reservations online. You can hang out here. This is a fun little picture spot. The south elevators. You can take this to the parking garages as well as up to your rooms. Another just cool way to check out the animals. You can see them out there. It is getting a little dark. I did not plan on streaming this long, but You know, everyone's been so kind, so generous, and it's been fantastic seeing so many new names, as well as all the regulars, that it's hard to end a stream like this. Oh, you're good. Thank you so much. When you're down here, besides Sanaa in the elevator, if you go past the staircase, so this is where all the action's happening. That's the main lobby up there. Sanaa's down here, staircase. But if you come to the right of the staircase, there's a really cool lookout. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's raining too hard, just wind. Should we brave it? Holy, all right, here we go. Woo! Oh, we got wind and rain, but let's just do it. Let's brave it. You can actually walk out into the middle of this area. Look at the ground. We got trees blowing and swinging. Little fire pit here most of the time, and you can be right in the middle of the action. I feel like a weatherman right now. We're here at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge in the middle of the action. Anything could happen out here, Chuck. We have sustained winds at 70 miles an hour. As you can see behind me, not a lot of animals out, but the wind is definitely blowing. We're just trying to maintain. It's getting a little aggressive. You can see it. However, there are some animals back here that seem to not really care. They're really embracing this. So I'm Pete Carney from Adventures by Carney. Back to you guys inside where it's safe, warm, less windy, and oh, sweet sassy molassie. You think all the people, now that I'm under the cover, I think all the people in those two viewing areas that we went to earlier and that are at Sanaa watching are like, look at that nut who just stood out in the middle of that. Look at that maniac. Yeah, that's me. I'm the maniac. But normally, if it's not a hurricane, this is a really cool spot to come outside, and they, most of the time, have a cast member out here as well, and you could ask the cast member questions about the animals. The cast member will just tell you some fun facts. They could point out all the different types of animals, and there's a lot of fun stuff. So yeah, if you're ever here at the Kidani Village having some Sanaa bread service, and you totally should do that, and if it's not a hurricane, make a reservation for Sanaa, come on over to Kidani, take an Uber, take a bus, and then while you're waiting for your table, come out here and hang out. It is gorgeous. I see a lot of you enjoyed me going out there. I'm glad it was worth it then, because I'm soaked. But it's so cool. I feel like, oh, right behind me, just like those are wildebeest just hanging out, like right there. Wild, wild. This thing is picking up again. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but the rain like rolling. The rain rolling is fun to say, first of all, but the rain rolling across our mini savannah here is something else. All right, well. It's about as crazy as we can get. This is meant for me. All right, we got to do it. This might be my new hiding spot. I get the smells of Sanaa behind me. Sanaa is right on the other side of this wall. I get the views in front of me of the animals in the savannah, and I get this cool. I'm like underneath this little rock. I feel like I'm in a cave. What a cool little spot that is. All right, dance party going on upstairs. I'm glad you guys are having fun. If you are, again, please consider subscribing. It's awesome. And you gotta join the Discord. You gotta follow me on the socials. We'll talk about all that again later. Hey, pretty baby with your high heels on. Oh yeah, we got a dance party. We're turning it up. Kidani Village, make some noise. We got a hurricane party going on. And here is the view of the beautiful Kidani Village lobby. One of the two lobbies here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Gorgeous. Thanks, you're good. Phenomenal, Brandy. That's so funny. Look at some of these. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that around. Beautiful. So the parking garages are down below these rooms, as I mentioned. There's an elevator here you can take down to the parking garages because nobody's here and there's no valet today. That's the valet lot where I parked over there. I hate to do this with over 500 and change people watching, but we just had an amazing, super long stream. I didn't plan on streaming this long. I have a girlfriend at home who wants me to come home because I don't know if you can see this. We're in a tornado warning. Tornado watch. Which one's worse? I think we're in the worst one. It is crazy out here, and it's only getting worse. So for my own safety and to go take care of Lauren, I'm going to go cook some dinner. I'm going to head back in. As I said a few times, and I'm sorry for repeating this, I just want everyone to know, I am so thankful and so happy you took some time to join me today here at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, during this scary time, Hurricane Ian coming across. But again, you know, I try to bring a little bit of joy and fun. I mean, if you want to go see all the sad stuff, it's out there, and my heart really does go out to them. I am not insensitive to any of that, but I just try to bring a little bit of joy, and hopefully that happened for you. Even if it didn't, or maybe you found something informative, or learned something new for the first time, or saw the resort for the first time, that makes me so happy. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, holy cow, what is the sign-off is going to be wonderful. All right. If you did enjoy the stream and you haven't got the opportunity to hit the like button, you could still do it right now. Or if you're watching on a replay, you could do it on a replay. If you haven't had an opportunity to comment, you can throw a comment out there. Please go jump in the Discord. We'll continue the fun there. I'll be chatting in the Discord probably all night and tomorrow since I'll be stuck at home. So come say hi in the Discord. We would love to have you there. All we ask is that you bring a positive attitude. That is the community that we like there. So just, we don't care who you are, where you come from. Just make sure you keep it a little positive. And yeah, if you want to follow me on my socials and see what I'm doing, Instagram is @officialcarney. I update that all the time. My Twitter is your WDW guy. That's mostly theme park stuff, updates, fun things. I have a TikTok. I'm working on it. It's not the best, but it's Adventures by Carney. And maybe one of you are an excellent TikToker and you can help me. Teach me your ways. And again, if you're able to, and I know it's not for everyone, but we do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. And again, shout out to all the Patreons. I could not do this channel without you. Seriously. So thank you. I love you. And to all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers, thanks. If people didn't watch, I wouldn't continue to do this. We streamed twice yesterday. If you missed those, you can go check them out. We have a whole library of content. Go check out some old videos. Like I said, leave a comment on an old video. I'll write back to you. Yeah, we got a bunch of videos coming out. I'm going to be live tomorrow, whether it's from somewhere on Disney property or from our home. We'll do a little cooking segment. And we will be live again on Friday, again, from somewhere on property if it's open. Or I'll figure something out. Maybe we'll go to another Disney resort on Friday if the parks are closed. Because there's a few other ones I want to show you. And how they handled the hurricane. And then Saturday, we will be at Epcot for the 40th anniversary of Epcot here in Orlando, Florida. And if you're here in the parks, make sure you come join. You can track our progress on Discord or my socials. And we'll be live for a little bit on Saturday too. So tons of content coming. Again, thank you to everyone who watched. I see we're at almost 760 likes. That is a amazing record, and I am beyond grateful. So yeah, from Orlando, Florida. Please, if you are in Florida, please stay safe, take care of yourselves. If there's anything I can do, go message me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever it is. And I will do what I can if I can do anything. Thank you to all the emergency personnel. Thanks to all the cast members and team members taking care of people. Thanks to all of you. I love you. I'll see you real soon. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Be kind to each other.